what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to 76ers now. It is opening night for your Philadelphia 76ers as they hit the road to take on the Boston Celtics. We had a couple of great games last night in the NBA. That double overtime game was a classic between the Rockets and the Thunder. And now the wait is finally over. We get to see what this Sixers team looks like in 2025 up against the Boston Celtics. 32 people hanging out here. I am so excited to be back at it with all of you watching this team play basketball, man. Tip-off just about 30 minutes away. Game set to tip off right after 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So here on the show, going to go through a little bit of a pregame, chop it up with y'all, preview this game, and then, of course, when we get underway, live play-by-play, analysis, reaction, stats, all of that. We're just going to have a good time hanging out with everyone and hopefully watching a Philadelphia 76ers win here tonight. Ty Man, the Buckeye in the chat. Let's go Sixers. Ty Man, you're a real one. Carter Bone in the chat as well saying, let's go. Let's go, Carter. Random in the chat. What's good? What's good? As TD Garden, the site of tonight's game, Joel Embiid will play in tonight's game. Nick Nurse did say he is on a minutes restriction. We will not see Paul George in this one, but man, we get to see Joel Embiid play basketball, and that's exciting given what he looked like in the preseason in that game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looks skinny, looks good, looks ready to go. And, man, I am excited to see what he looks like against a pretty depleted Boston Celtics team. The Sixers actually 4.5-point underdogs in this one. 76ers edits, what's poppin', what's poppin'. Love your work. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you hanging out here. If you're hanging out here, get down in the chat. Love to, interact with everybody here as we get towards the start of this game. Sixers 4.5-point underdogs against the Boston Celtics. This line's actually moved in favor of Boston over the past couple of days. It was about 2.5. Celtics now 4.5-point favorites in this game. Again, set to tip off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. My mom's in the chat. Let's go Sixers. Carter Bone. Hope Sixers fans show up tonight. Yeah, we'll see what the crowd looks like in Boston. What the Sixers representation does look like over there. Are they traveling for this game? Hopefully. Shane Butler in the chat. Let's go Sixers. Trying to find a way to motivate myself to watch. And I think I may want to see the young guys play. Look, that's what's very exciting about this Sixers team. Of course, there are some mainstays of the organization that are still here. But, man, we get to see VJ Edgecombe make his NBA debut tonight. That is so, so exciting. I cannot wait to watch him play. He's probably going to start in this game. I don't believe they've released the starting lineups as of yet. They might have. And actually, they just did release. So the Sixers will be starting Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre. Dominic Barlow will get the start for the Sixers along with Joel Embiid. That is huge. Dominic Barlow is starting in this one. On the Celtics side of things, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser will get the start. Not Chris Boucher, who we thought could start coming into this one. And then Nemias Queta starting at center. Answer, the revenge tour begins tonight. Everybody's sleeping on the Sixers, man. Everybody's doubting them because of how awful last year was. I love that. Revenge tour starts tonight. Answered. Allie in the chat. I'm so excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Come on, baby. We're back. We're back. Back in the saddle. And I am so, so excited. Are y'all excited? I'm going to get this chat going, man. About 20 minutes to go until the start of this game. Spam those PHIs down below. I'm giving shout outs to everybody spamming those PHIs. We are back. NBA is back. Fire shirt. Hey, shirt's fire. Shirt's fire. And this came in the mail just yesterday. Got my Tyrese Maxey throwback style jersey ready and on deck. Of course, we're not wearing these tonight, but man, I had to bring it at least. Might throw it on at some point in the show. It's so clean. But I wanted to show off the shirt too. This also came in yesterday, you know? I'm just so excited for this new season. Get those PHIs going in the chat. Answered, I'm pumped up, my boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 59 people hanging out. If you're excited, spam PHI. Hit that like button as well. The more likes we get, the more people will get in here. Answer 21. Been a real one in the chat so far. Let's go, man. I am excited. Carter Bone typing those PHIs. Nachos wrecking havoc. She's just excited for the start of this 76ers season. All right, before we go any further on today's show, I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor for our watch party, and that is DraftKings. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. And I do have some picks on DraftKings for tonight's game. Going with a 3-pick parlay here. I'm rocking with Sixers money line. I think they do take down the Celtics tonight despite being 4.5-point underdogs. I think they're the more talented team right now with where each roster is at. I'm taking Tyrese Maxey, 25+ points. Joel Embiid, 5+ assists. That gives you plus 465 odds. So a $100 bet would net you $465. Odds and lines, of course, are subject to change. Shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring today's 76ers versus Celtics watch party. Jamarian West, let's go Celtics and Sixers. So shooting for a good game here. Howard Bennett, come on Sixers. Victory tour in effect starting tonight. Dedicated Sixers fan here over 43 years. Sixers prophet. Howard has seen it all with the Sixers, seen the highs, seen the lows. Last year, obviously a low. Hopefully this year can be one of those better years. Tim Bruce, I need to pick me up post-Phillies collapse. The Sixers have the recipe to do it, man. What a just brutal end of the season for the Phillies. You know, obviously the Dodgers in the World Series now. It's a very good team that they went up against. Could be the eventual World Series champions. But to go out like that, man, and really, it's really been the past couple of years for the Phillies. Not just this year, but the culmination of the last couple of years, man. It's really what has been so disappointing for that Phillies team. And Sixers haven't been much better either, but maybe this year can be the year. Allie, I messed with that parlay. This is smacking. This is smacking. You still got time to put this in. So go hop on DraftKings, use the code SixersChat, and you get all those great benefits, and you can win some money. I think my picks might just be hitting here today. All right. 64 people watching live, 17 likes. Always strive for a 50% viewer to like ratio. Bosses, I want to show the bosses here at Chat Sports that I could do more of these Sixers games, you know, and that the Sixers fans are here, they're loud, and that we can, you know, do more of these games more often. But we can only do that if, you know, you guys are showing love. 57 people watching, 18 likes. Can we get to 30 likes right now? If you want the Sixers to beat the Celtics, smash that thumbs up icon, like the video here on the stream. And when you have like the video, type me in the chat so I can know where my real ones are at. Tyman the Buckeye, what up? Tyman is a Chat Sports legend, an absolute Chat Sports legend. He, across all channels here at Chat Sports, just one of the best that we really got. Appreciate that. Jay Scar, I'm 20, have had nothing but disappointment with Sixers basketball in my life, yet I'm always super optimistic. Hey, man, look, I'm 24 years old, and you know, obviously, people like me and you, we didn't get to see the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s Sixers teams. You know, that 0-1 team that made it to the finals. I wasn't even alive when they made it to the finals back in 2001. And so, you know, they've had some good teams over the past decade or so, but obviously have never been able to get over that hump and turn that corner. So, we'll see what happens this year. I am more optimistic than most, though, with what the Sixers can do heading into this season, especially with how weak the East is. A lot of injuries out in the Eastern Conference, a lot of teams that aren't quite up to what they have been in recent years. So they got a chance, man. They got a chance. And great point as well. I think VJ changes everything. I'm so excited to watch VJ play. He's been even better than I think I could have hoped for as that third overall pick in that last preseason game, dude. 26 points? He was just so good. That athleticism is showing off. I just can't wait to see him play basketball. He is starting tonight, which is great to see. Quentin Grimes is coming off the bench. Producer Reed in the house. Look at this Cooper DeJean shirt he's wearing as well. Shout out. Fellow Philly sports fan here with us. 76ers. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Under 15 minutes to go till this game tips off. Although, knowing the NBA, they probably will wait a few extra minutes. How much? Name your price here. $20? All right. So we haven't shown you some of the great deals that we have to offer here tonight because, we'll call the game. I'll let you guys know everything that's going on and we'll analyze the game. But we like to have fun as well here at Chat Sports. So, we like to offer some deals. So if you would like to support the channel, support me, support the show, you can send in a super chat. It's basically like a donation or like tipping your waiter when you go out to a restaurant, right? Not required at all. But if you want to show some extra support, some extra appreciation, we really do appreciate it here at the show. Anytime you send in a super chat, I'm giving you guys a beer cheers. I got the Happy Dads on deck. They are hard seltzers. So every time you send one in, any amount, I'll pop it up on the screen. It'll go right here. So your name and your message and your profile picture will appear on the screen. I'll read out your message, whatever you got to say. And again, we'll really appreciate that. You send in $10, a $10 super chat, you will be in the 76ers Now Hall of Fame. Throughout the entire year, whenever we do these watch parties, I'm going to compile a list of people that have entered the 76ers Now Hall of Fame, and periodically on the show, I'll put up a graphic that has your name, your picture on it, and I'll give you some shout-outs on the show that you are a real one and you are in the 76ers Now Hall of Fame. And you send in a $20 super chat. I got my beer bong right here. I will do, for $20, half a beer in here. Take it down. That's the deal. Reed also just told me that for a $20 super chat, he will come in here and shotgun. So that is the deal right now. Again, we really do appreciate it. But, even you just being here, getting in the chat, liking the stream, all that, that is more than enough. Again, really do appreciate that. And there it is, the first one of the day, $20. Shout out to my dad, man. Shout out to my dad sending in that 20. So Reed's going to have to shotgun, and I will do a beer bong here. Let me get this super chat up here. Someone going to match that 20? Someone going to match that 20? Let's go. Asa likes sports. I agree with you, J Scar. VJ does change everything, but this questions McCain's role as a Sixer. You bring up a great point. So I think VJ is the more natural option and the better fit, sort of starting next to Tyrese Maxey long term, because I'm just not so sure on the fit of Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain in the backcourt defensively, right? But I love McCain as a potential long-term sixth man. He could be one of the best six men in the league, right? And he can still play big minutes. Him coming off the bench doesn't mean that he can't play big minutes for this team, right? He can still make a huge impact. But I think with VJ's athleticism, the speed, it's the impact he can make defensively that Jared McCain really just can't, I think you could still keep McCain. But you can have him be your long-term sixth man. $20 super chat. There it is. Let's go Sixers. 70 wins this year. Hey, it's still mathematically possible right now. It's mathematically possible right now. Shout out to my dad with the first super chat of the season. That is awesome. So, $20 here. Let me get Reed in here. Let me get Reed in here, and I will do my beer bong as well. All right. 70 people watching, up to 25 likes. Can we get to 30 likes? Can we get to 30 likes? Always shooting for about 50% here. So if you're excited, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. You want the Sixers to beat the Celtics? Smash that thumbs up icon. Nikita, how do you feel about that lineup? Yeah, so the Sixers, again, if you are just joining us, they are starting Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Dominic Barlow at the 4, and Joel Embiid at the 5. I thought they were going to start Adem Bona at the 4 like they did in that final preseason game, but I love that they're going with Barlow, the two-way player in this one. We got it. We got it. I love that they're going with Barlow, the two-way player in this one. I think he offers something that the Sixers haven't really had, with a player that has length, that has height, that has athleticism, that hustles, can attack the glass, attack the boards, do kind of the little things that it takes to win, and not require the ball at all on offense, right? He doesn't need to touch the ball at all. And, going against this Celtics lineup, they're starting Sam Hauser at the 4. They're playing some small ball, right? And so I think Barlow has a chance. Even Nehemias Queta is not a huge center. So I think the Sixers have a chance to at least get through one of their big issues from last year, which was rebounding the basketball. I think they should have the edge in the glass tonight. Now, it brings into question, how is the three-point shooting from this lineup going to be? Obviously, Maxey's a very good three-point shooter. VJ Edgecombe, unproven, and wasn't great in college. Hasn't been great so far in the summer league and in the preseason. We know Kelly Oubre, not a very good three-point shooter. And Dominic Barlow in his career historically has not been a very good three-point shooter. Obviously, Embiid can space the floor. They were a bad three-point shooting team last year. Can they fix that this season?
Who said it?
My dad.
Yeah.
Kenda. Let's do it, Sixers. Let's do it. We're up to 29 likes. Can we get one more like? One more like, and then me and Reed will take down these drinks. You want to grab me a Happy Dab out of that box? There it is. 30 likes. All right, let's take down these drinks. Let's have a night, man. Up to 82 people watching. Hey, real quick, as we do this, we are so close to a huge milestone on the channel. Shout out to everybody who's a subscriber. If you're already subscribed to the channel, type me right now. I want to see where my real ones are at. We are so close to hitting 24,000 subscribers. We hit 23K really not too long ago. And now we are, what is this? As I pop this up real quick, behind the scenes action. We are 22 people away from 24K. Hit that sub button. I would love to hit that milestone here tonight. That would be electric. Yeah, so Reed, by the way, for those of you who watch the show, he's usually the one that's producing my day-to-day videos. So big shout out to him. He's a big part of this as well. 21 people away from 24K. Big Sixers fans. We've been friends for a minute, so going back to when we were just some kids. So just some youngins. Shout out to Ken. I hate that YouTube shows the ads now and not the actual names. It's so annoying. But how do I say this? Kende Salang? I hope I'm saying that right. But new subscriber, shout out. Tim Bruce just did. Shout out. My mom in the chat. I hope you're subscribed. That would have been cool. Carter Bone, Best Sixers channel. Appreciate that. Edward, I like the team as it is. Let's win. Let's do it. All right, let me pour this up. Best Sixers. Hey, appreciate that. Lot of great coverage out there.
70 wins? Let's go.
Hey, 70 wins. That would be electric. Is that about half? Yeah, about half. All right, cheers, everybody. Here's to a new season. 19 subs away from 24K. 5 minutes to go until this game gets underway. Let's do it. Cheers. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Oh, appreciate that. Come on, baby. 5 minutes to go until this game gets underway. So some injury news real quick. No Paul George in this one. Paul George, Nick Nurse said, still has some milestones and markers he needs to get to before he can be back on the floor in game action. He has been a full participant in practice, but not able to go yet up to this point. So we will wait to see Paul George's 2025 debut until maybe Saturday. No Jared McCain, obviously, as he's dealing with the thumb surgery he had. He'll be out for a couple more weeks. Not the natty light. Yeah, natty light's crazy. And no Trendon Watford either, unfortunately. I'd love to see what he can do with this roster. He could have been an option to start at the 4. He has a hamstring injury, so he will not be playing in this one. And then for the Celtics, no Jayson Tatum, of course, with the Achilles injury. I know, crazy. But he hasn't been ruled out for the year yet, which is absolutely wild. Jaylen Brown will play. We thought there was a chance Jaylen Brown would have missed this game. He also suffered a hamstring injury about a week ago to the day, but he is good to go. And Joel Embiid will be on a minutes restriction tonight. Nick Nurse said that Embiid will be on a minutes restriction. What does that look like? He did not specify how many minutes he will play, but it will be a minutes restriction. Let's go. 95 people watching. We are just moments away from this game getting underway. Here's what I need everybody to do right now. If you want the Sixers to beat the Boston Celtics, start the season off strong, 1-0, I need to see 1,000 S's in the chat. If you're one of the 86 people hanging out right now, spam S in the chat. I'm giving shout-outs if you want the Sixers to beat up on the Boston Celtics. Allie, the game for you will be on NBC Sports Philly. So just go to the NBC app, and you should be able to put it on. It's not national TV. Allie spamming S's. My mom in the chat spamming those S's. Kenda spamming those S's. Let's go. Get them going. 92 people watching. Can we get to 100 people watching here before this game gets underway? Carter spamming those S's as Joel Embiid and the Sixers coming up next. Tip-off. Just a couple of minutes away. I'm actually in the studio next to our Celtics host, Tyler Smith. So this is going to be a little bit of a rivalry here. Tim Bruce in the chat. My dad in the chat. Carter Bone in the chat. Howard Bennett in the chat as well. Typing those S's. Allie, I got yelled at. Too many S's. Yeah, YouTube will yell at you if you spam too fast. So if you're typing that fast, you're a legend. You're an absolute real one. Man, I just cannot wait to see this team play basketball. And hopefully, we get a good game out of this squad, as opposed to what happened last year when the season really did not get off to a very good start. Shout out to a new subscriber we just picked up, 18 subs away from 24K. All right, before this game gets started, we can go through real quick sort of what I have to watch for in this game. And this is also really for the entire start of the season. The forward rotation. So we kind of got some answers here as we know that Dominic Barlow is starting, but between Dominic Barlow, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, and Trendon Watford, when they come back, Justin Edwards, Jabari Walker, who gets the minutes, who gets the starts? And night one, it's going to be Dominic Barlow, which I love to see, but what does the rotation look like? What do the minutes look like? As Coley Adams is spamming those S's down in the chat. Shout out to Coley Adams. The offensive scheme changes, notably how fast they're going to play. As we got some bots in the chat. Get them out of here. How fast they're going to play. They want to play more up-tempo with some younger players, more athletes. But, Embiid's still a dominant half-court player. So how do they balance that a little bit? Outside shooting and rebounding, the two biggest weaknesses for the Sixers last year. Can they correct those issues against a very good outside shooting team in the Boston Celtics? And a team in Boston Celtics that's also very good at defending the three. And then finally, what does Joel Embiid look like in his limited minutes tonight? How much does he play? How healthy does he look? He looked good in that preseason game against Minnesota. Can he start this season off strong as well? So those are some of the things I am really looking forward to here in this one. All right. We are really just moments away from the start of this game. Of course, typical NBA Tip-off won't be exactly at 7:30 Eastern, but it shouldn't be too far off. If you're excited for this game to start, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. 90 people watching. We should be able to get to 45 likes. We are at 35 right now. That's just 10 people who haven't liked the video to hit that thumbs up icon right now. It is the start of the 2025-26 NBA season for Philadelphia. Let's start it off on a good note. Just a reminder, our starting lineups here tonight. Sixers going with Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Dominic Barlow, Joel Embiid. Boston Celtics going with Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, and Neemias Queta. So Adem Bona, who I thought could start in this one, will come off the bench. What does that mean for Andre Drummond's minutes? Probably not great. Kende, VJ first basket. I kind of like that. I feel like they're going to go to Embiid, though, off rip. Coley Adams spamming those S's. We're up to 37 likes, over 100 people watching. That's what I love to see. We're going to give you the best coverage of this game you'll find anywhere, man. Play-by-play, analysis, reactions, and we're going to have a good time. Cheers, everybody. Unfortunately, NBA League Pass got me watching the Celtics broadcast. I don't think I can switch that over to the Sixers broadcast, but I can't really hear the announcers anyway, so not a huge deal here. Ali, why is NBC sent out on our TV? Oh, I can text you the login real quick if you need it, so you can watch the game. Or you can listen to my call, Ali. You can listen to my call. Sylvester Johnson hitting that thumbs up, typing that in the chat. Shout out to Sylvester. Ali, do you need the login? I'm texting it to you right now. All right, up to 37 likes, 102 people watching. With 100 people watching, we should be able to get to 50 likes ASAP. Don Whitney, typing Sixers in the chat. What's up, Don Whitney? Carter Bone, LFG Sixers. Let's get it, baby. I'm hyped. I'm so excited as well, man. I'm so excited as well. I would hit that thumbs up icon a million times if I could right now. A million times if I could. We should be moments away from this game getting underway here at TD Garden in Boston. Of course, Boston winning the NBA title just a couple of years ago. The most recent Eastern Conference team to win the NBA Finals. Jayson Tatum, of course, tearing his Achilles in the playoffs last season. Hope he gets well soon. Chance he comes back this season, which would be pretty crazy. A lot of roster turnover for the Boston Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis gone. Drew Holiday gone. And so they're looking like a totally different team heading into this year. What's good, brother? A fix after the studio update that we did already? Okay, do I just need to... Yeah. This? Cool. Okay. Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Carter Bone, I'm hyped. Let's go. Peyton Pritchard, speaking of Celtics fans at the moment on the court before this game gets underway. And obviously for the Sixers, like, you know, some new faces in that starting lineup of VJ Edgecombe, Dominic Barlow, two players that were not on this team last year. They will be starting on opening night for Philadelphia. So how do they make an impact in this game? How does this team respond? You know, all offseason, the Sixers have talked about being pissed off, right? And wanting to correct what they deemed a failure last season. So how do they come out in a game against a team that has really owned them over the past, man, as long as I can remember, honestly, especially the last 5+ years. So how do they respond in this one? Do they come out firing? Are they able to shoot the ball efficiently? This is a Celtics team that's pretty depleted, man. pretty depleted, especially once they get to that bench unit. It's a lot of younger players, a lot of unproven players for Boston. They're not a very deep team right now. As a national anthem being sung at midcourt at the TD Garden. 85 people watching, 43 likes. Keep smashing that thumbs up icon. Like the video. And we're only 18 people away from 24,000 subscribers. Just a reminder, we do have a super chat menu here tonight. Anybody who sends in any donation, any dollar amount, I'm giving you a beer cheers. $10 gets you in the 76ers Now Hall of Fame. So I'll put you on a little list. And throughout the entire season on the show, I'm going to be giving shout-outs to our members of the 76ers Now Hall of Fame. $20 super chats. I got my beer bong right over here. I'll be filling this up with my Happy Dad. And we'll be down in some drinks. So let's have a night. Basketball is back. And I couldn't be more excited. Carter Bone, we have to cover Pritchard or we will pay. Pritchard always does good against the Sixers. It's always players like that, right? Players like Peyton Pritchard who, yeah, they might not be stars and they're not the best players on their team. But it always seems like it's these guards that can really shoot it, create their own shots, just seem to get hot against the Sixers. And they seem to be always open. And if they're not open, they're making contested looks, right? I don't know why it's always these kind of players. And Peyton Pritchard is one of those. Last year's Sixth Man of the Year. Or was he Sixth Man of the Year or Most Improved Player? Either way, he had a fantastic, fantastic season. I believe he was Sixth Man of the Year. And you got to really make sure that you're on him, right? I mean, look, Jaylen Brown's the first guy to worry about, then Derek White. But I assume Maxey will be matched up against Peyton Pritchard. I assume Oubre will get the start in the matchup against Jaylen Brown. And VJ Edgecombe, we matched up against Derek White. So Maxey's got to stay locked, got to stay tight to Pritchard because he can shoot it from anywhere, man. He has some range. He has some range. 110 people watching. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get the chat going. Let's get the chat going again. Type those PHIs. As the starting lineups are being announced on the floor at TD Garden, they'll take one more commercial break, and then we'll be live for the start of this game. Tip-off was set for 7:30 Eastern. It's now 7:37, but, not really a surprise there. Not really a surprise there. Type those PHIs in the chat. I'm giving shout-outs to everybody who is down there in the chat. Carter Bone, been a real one today. Kende typing Sixers, baby. Let's go. Julian Mackinson. Moneyline on the Sixers. Better hit beautiful. I got moneyline on the Sixers as well tonight on DraftKings. So I'm banking on it, man. I'm banking on it. Carter Bowden, let's go Sixers. Coley Adams typing PHI. SGX. Bitch. Hope I'm saying that right. SGXBIGE 679. Hi, I'm new. Hope 76ers. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you hanging out. I promise you, we're going to give you great coverage here on the show. Coley Adams again. Kende, VJ242 to the world. Man, how awesome would a big VJ Edgecombe game be tonight? Wouldn't that just be sick? He comes out, drops 20+ against Boston, a great defensive team with a great defensive scheme. They can never start on time. Yeah, I mean, it's the NBA special. The starting lineups are being announced right now. So this game will be moments away. Fang, come on, Embiid. I am really hoping for a big-time game out of Joel Embiid here tonight. Really hoping for it, man. Everybody's been doubting him, and everybody's been doubting the Sixers. It's his revenge tour, and it's this team's revenge tour. Embiid looks angry. Yeah, man, he has a lot to prove. He's gotten a lot of disrespect. And I want to see him let his play do the talking and, of course, stay healthy. Edward, keep the focus, have fun. Exactly. Exactly. Stay locked in, stay focused, play free basketball. Don't play tight. I know it's game one, and we saw in some of these other games, yesterday with Rockets, Thunder, and Lakers, Warriors, that you can play a little bit tight, play a little bit nervous, especially if you're a new player on a new team. Shots aren't always falling. But just stay focused, stay the course, don't get discouraged, and everything will be just fine. Dang, Joel Embiid for real better prove the haters wrong. I think he is, man. I hate how much disrespect he gets. And I talk about this on the show from time to time, but Embiid just gets so much hate, so much disrespect. Is some of it his doing? Maybe some of it is. And certainly, hasn't had the playoff success, but is what it is. Sixers starting lineup: Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Dominic Barlow, Joel Embiid. For the Boston Celtics, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, and Neemias Queta. Let's go. Let's go. Make some noise in the chat. Type those PHIs. It is time to get this Sixers season underway. Tyrese Maxey looking to have a big game and show everybody that he's ready to take that next step from star to superstar. Maxey rocking that left forearm sleeve this year that he did in the preseason. Looking swagged out. Derek White looking as bald as ever. No Paul George tonight for the Sixers. No Jared McCain and no Trendon Watford for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown will play tonight. They are, of course, without Jayson Tatum with the torn Achilles. Tatum is here in the building, but will not be playing for quite a while. 151 people watching. If you're ready for this game to start momentarily, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. With 150 people watching, can we get to 75 likes? It'll be Rafael Barlow versus Neemias Queta taking the tip to get us started here in Boston. Tip goes to the Celtics, and we are underway here in Boston. Jaylen Brown up top to Derek White. He'll get the screen from Queta. He'll drive in. Find Queta down low, and Queta will score the first points of the game here for the Celtics. Joel Embiid up top, guarded by Jaylen Brown. Almost travels with it. Gets it to Barlow, gets it back. Now he'll post up Jaylen Brown. Hands it off to VJ Edgecombe, finds a wide open Kelly Oubre in the corner. And that's good for Kelly Oubre. The first points of the season for your Philadelphia 76ers off a Kelly Oubre 3. Sixers with the early 3-2 lead. I cannot show the game. That is not allowed. The NBA would ban me so fast. Pritchard inside against Tyrese Maxey. And Maxey will foul Pritchard on the drive, so he'll go to the line for 2. Love to see VJ Edgecombe coming off the wing, attacking, getting to the free throw line, and able to find the open man in Kelly Oubre, and he's knocking down the 3. Saquon the GOAT in the chat, Dwayne, ASN, Joe Derry, all in the chat right now, as Peyton Pritchard misses the first free throw. Uh-oh. First one, no good for Pritchard. VJ assist. Yeah, great pass from VJ Edgecombe. And the second one is good for Pritchard. He will tie this game up at 3. Now Maxey brings up the floor. We'll get a screen from Embiid. Looking, can't find anybody. Embiid free throw line jumper. That's off. That's his bread and butter right there. Celtics the other way with it. Derek White driving against Barlow. Good defense. Hands up there. They kick it back out to Queta. Back to Derek White, who will drive on Barlow. Step back midi, and that's good for Derek White. Now VJ Edgecombe tries to slam it home against Neemias Queta. He can't quite get it, but he is fouled. VJ Edgecombe going downhill. Nearly slammed it home. Got right by Derek White off the screen. He went up for it, man. He went up for it. Wasn't able to quite get it to go, but he was fouled by Neemias Queta. First free throw was no good for VJ Edgecombe. Man, they're free, VJ. Got to hit him. I love how aggressive VJ Edgecombe looks here early on tonight. By the way, shout out to the people here at Chat Sports. Look at these great graphics we got for you. The most recent plays, the scoreboard as well. Doesn't get much better than that, man. Doesn't get much better than that. VJ Edgecombe knocks down the second free throw. So a 5-4 game. Sixers trail early on. Peyton Pritchard now guarded up top by Barlow. He'll kick it out to Keita on the wing. Nowhere to go. Resets it to Derek White. He'll take the straight on three. That's no good. Rebound goes to Joel Embiid. Embiid over to Maxey. He'll ISO against Pritchard. Now finds Embiid for three. Embiid off on the three. Offensive rebound tipped out by Barlow. Maxey, deep three. Good! Tyrese Maxey from deep range off the Dominic Barlow offensive rebound. Sixers take a 7-5 lead. What a shot by Maxey. What a effort by Barlow to get that offensive rebound. Now Peyton Pritchard dumps it off to Keita. Little push shot in the paint is good. Ties this game up at 7. Good drive there by Peyton Pritchard to draw the defense in and find Keita. Now Maxey finds a wide open Barlow in the corner. Nobody was guarding him. He couldn't knock it down. Rebound to Boston. Going the other way. Derek White. Fast break layup. Blocked by Dominic Barlow. What a play. From number 25. Dominic Barlow with a huge rejection on Derek White, who looked like he had a free layup. And that's going to be a jump ball. Wow, what an athletic play. And Dominic Barlow already showing his value to this team. Getting a couple offensive rebounds, blocking that shot of Derek White, who looked like he had a wide open layup. And it'll be Barlow versus Hauser on the jump ball. Xavier Tillman enters the game for Boston, replacing Nehemias Keita. So an early substitution. Barlow wins the tip to VJ. Back to Barlow, running the floor. Layup is up and good. And he's fouled. Dominic Barlow. I told you, Smitty. Watch out for Barlow. And what a start he's having in his 76ers debut. Barlow got the tip, tipped it to VJ Edgecombe, sprinted down the floor. VJ found him in stride, and he made the layup and was fouled. Wow. Shout out to Barlow, just with some hustle plays, making an impact. He knocks down the free throw, giving the Sixers a 10-7 lead. Foul on Xavier Tillman there. 3-point lead. Almost a turnover for Boston. Derek White will drive it on Maxey. He'll find a wide open Xavier Tillman in the corner. Embiid will let him shoot, and he will miss. Rebound goes to Oubre. Oubre will bring it up court, hands it off to Maxey. Maxey gets a screen from Embiid. He'll kick it back out to Embiid. He will take the three. No good. So Embiid off early here. Couple of missed threes for him. Jaylen Brown now will attack Barlow. Step back midi. That's too easy right there for Jaylen Brown. Knocks down the 19-footer. Now a 10-9 game. Back and forth here in the early going. VJ Edgecombe over to Embiid, who gets doubled. Back out to VJ Edgecombe. Wide open three. No good there for VJ. Wasn't able to knock it down from outside. Jaylen Brown gets a screen from Tillman. He'll shoot a fadeaway midi against Embiid. That's also no good for Jaylen Brown. Sixers back the other way. Maxey drives inside, step back two. That's off. Barlow fighting for the rebound, unable to get it. Jaylen Brown again coming the other way, finds Derek White, and the C's just part. Man, nobody picked up Derek White in that mini transition, and he just cut right down the lane. Jaylen Brown found him for the pass. Nobody picked him up. Someone's got to get a man. VJ running some early point here. He'll have it up top, and they'll go to Embiid in the post. Embiid guarded by Xavier Tillman. And that's good defense by Tillman. Knocks it away from Embiid. Trying to hit his signature post fadeaway. On the other end, Tillman gets a bucket on the inside. Celtics now go up 13-10. So a good start for the Sixers in the last couple of possessions. Not quite as clean as you would like to see there. Sixers will take a timeout as they're down 13-10 now to start this one. I love the start for Dominic Barlow, showing his value, the offensive rebound, the block shot. Wasn't able to hit the three. VJ Edgecombe aggressive, getting downhill. And the deep three from Maxey coming off that rebound from Barlow, the huge block shot on Derek White. But the Sixers have had some trouble getting back in transition. And Jaylen Brown's been able to get a couple of shots to go. So we'll take a timeout here for Boston. In the meantime, I want to give a shout out to our first quarter sponsor here for our Sixers versus Celtics watch party. That is our friends at DraftKings. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Appreciate DraftKings for sponsoring today's show. Not a great start for Joel Embiid. 0 of 4 in that turnover that led to that Celtics basket. We'll be able to get the stats up on screen here for you guys momentarily. So as good as Embiid looked, I think he's moving around well, which of course is a good sign. Not quite the offensive start you were hoping to see after he looked pretty good in that preseason game against Minnesota. Let's see if we can get these to work here. Okay. Yeah, I think we got this. Yeah, so you can see Joel Embiid tonight, no points, 1 rebound, no assists, does have a turnover, 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3 early on. Not quite the start you would like to see for him. He has been subbed out of the game. Sixers now running a lineup of Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Dominic Barlow, and Adem Bona. So Grimes comes in for Oubre. Bona comes in for Embiid. 6 to shoot. Grimes finds VJ Edgecombe. Wing triple. That's no good. Offensive rebound for Dominic Barlow. That's 2 for him early on. Grimes feeds VJ. He'll drive in. He'll slam it down with 2 hands. VJ Edgecombe showing that ability to get inside. Love that. Back the other way. Celtics have it up top. Jaylen Brown will take a 3 against Quentin Grimes. That rattles home for Jaylen Brown. So a good start for the Celtics. All-star, all-NBA type player there. Sixers back down 4. Maxey guarded by Pritchard. He'll go ISO. Celtics send some help. He'll kick it back out to VJ. Thought about the 3. Now he'll drive on Anthony Simons. Nothing doing there. 5 to shoot. Maxey, they double him. Leave VJ wide open. VJ Edgecombe knocks down the 3. Missed his first couple, but settled in. Anthony Simons doubled off of VJ Edgecombe. Left him wide open in that right corner. And VJ took advantage, knocking down the triple. Now Anthony Simons the other way off the screen. Can't get his 3-pointer to go. Rebound goes to Bona. Sixers playing with more pace with Joel Embiid off the floor. Quentin Grimes guarded closely by Jaylen Brown. He'll get 2 feet in the paint. Can't get a shot up. Kicks it back out to Barlow, who finds Maxey. He'll drive in. Thought he was fouled. Didn't get the call. Ball will stay with Boston. Peyton Pritchard, deep 3, no good, but no one home to get the rebound for the Sixers. And Josh Minott Somebody that Celtics host Tyler Smith likes a lot. Gets the rebound, gets a slam. VJ Edgecombe drives right by Xavier Tillman and slams it down. VJ Edgecombe. Look at that burst. Look at the athleticism. A little crossover left to right. Got right by the bigger defender and Tillman. Slammed it home with one hand. What a start for VJ Edgecombe in his NBA debut. 8 points on 3 of 5 from the field. Jaylen Brown drives in. He'll find Tillman inside. Push shot is good for Xavier Tillman. Jaylen Brown got deep in the paint. Bona had to help and got the ball to Tillman. VJ Edgecombe feeling it. He'll fire a 3. That's good again! VJ Edgecombe! He's on fire! Another 3 good for the Sixers' 3rd overall pick. VJ Edgecombe is hooping! He's hooping! Let's go! Tie ball game. 20 apiece. Under 4 to go in the first quarter. Peyton Pritchard, 5 to shoot. Guarded by Grimes. Fade away midi. That's good. Peyton Pritchard. Giving the Celtics back the lead. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth we go. Quentin Grimes over to VJ. They like this matchup with VJ on Anthony Simons. VJ with a kick to Barlow. Tried to make the extra pass down low to Bona. Thought he should have just shot the ball. He'll end up turning it over. Peyton Pritchard, a deep 3. That won't go. But Xavier Tillman grabs the rebound for Boston, and he's going to be fouled. Not sure if that's on Bona or on Barlow there. Foul's going to be charged. I think to Bona here. So Adem Bona will pick up his first foul of the game. Just got the box out on Barlow, and Bona wasn't quite there in position. Oh, they're actually going to call a jump ball here. So no foul. My fault. No foul. It'll be a jump ball between Adem Bona and Xavier Tillman. Jabari Walker has entered the game. He'll take the place of Dominic Barlow, and Kelly Oubre will come in to replace Tyrese Maxey. So on the floor for the Sixers, we have Quentin Grimes, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Jabari Walker, and Adem Bona. So a few subs now. The Celtics, Derek White, Anthony Simons, Xavier Tillman, Chris Boucher, and Josh Minot. Tip goes to Boston. They retain possession. Derek White guarded closely by Edgecombe. Dumps it off to Tillman. Back to Derek White now. He'll take a pull-up 3 in VJ Edgecombe's face. That won't go. Good rebound there by Kelly Oubre. But it's turned right back over. And Xavier Tillman just smoked a layup. Hit the bottom of the rim. Sixers are lucky there after a bad pass by Kelly Oubre. Bona drives in, gets caught in the air. Gets it back out to VJ. Lucky that wasn't a turnover. Grimes, sidestep 3. Leaves it short. But a rebound by Jabari Walker. That's got to be a foul. And it is. Look at these two guys, man. We talked about this really all offseason long. Dominic Barlow, Jabari Walker, making those little plays, right? Doing the little things. Offensive rebound, hustling, right? Right there on that play. Jabari Walker boxing out, getting the offensive rebound off the missed 3 by Grimes, and drawing the foul. Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous stuff. I love what I'm saying. I know the Sixers are down 2 right now, but they are playing some good basketball, man. And Embiid hasn't even played well so far here today. That is awesome. We'll run through some stats here. Man, VJ Edgecombe has just been phenomenal. While I get these up, if you like what you're seeing so far, you want the Sixers to beat down on the Celtics, like the video. We have 188 people here watching live. We have 63 likes. We should be able to get up to 90 likes ASAP. Don't jinx it. You want to see the Sixers win this game, start off 1-0, hit that like button for me, baby. Let's go. I guarantee you, we get to 90 likes, we'll get at least 200 people hanging out here with us. I know we can do it. VJ Edgecombe, man, just cooking Anthony Simons here early on. I mean, he has looked like the Sixers' best player. And you'll love to see the rookie not playing scared, not playing passive. I mean, he's getting his driving lanes, and he is going at it, man. He's just going at it. So, taking a look at what VJ has done tonight, man. VJ Edgecombe in this first quarter already has 11 points, 2 assists, no turnovers, 4 of 6 from the field, and from 3, he's already knocked down a couple shots from beyond the arc. 2 of 4 from 3. So that is, look, one of the concerns, was how was he going to shoot the ball, right? Was he going to be a consistent or at least semi-consistent three-point shooter for this team? So far he is. Who's in the chat right now? Who's hanging out with us in the chat? Carter, VJ is cooking. He absolutely is. Jason Hafler, VJ's balling out. Look at these numbers, man. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. Kip Hayes, let's go Philadelphia. I hit the like. Appreciate you. SGX, still me. Saquon the GOAT. Cooper Flag, who? Cooper Flag, who? We got VJ Edgecombe, baby. And he's hooping. Kende, VJ's a silent killer all the way from the Bahamas. Let's go. Yep, man. VJ's a hooper. Dwayne, rip the 242 VJ. Everyone just showing love to VJ, man. I love to see it. As he's still in the game here, as we're back now from commercial break. He'll get the screen from Bona. He'll find Oubre on the wing. He'll hit a pump fake. He'll get right by Jaylen Brown. He'll get fouled as he drives, but they're going to call it on the floor. Oubre made the little push shot layup after he used the pump fake to get by Jaylen Brown, but they'll say the foul is on the floor. So no and one there for Kelly Oubre. Sixers will inbound the ball once again. VJ's a rookie to keep your eyes on. That's absolutely right. Howard Bennett, VJ Rookie of the Year. Hey, let's start it tonight. VJ Edgecombe, mid-range. That's off for VJ. Good fight by Bona to try to get the rebound. And because of that fight, even though Bona didn't come up with the ball, he forced the Celtics to scramble with it, went out of bounds. Philadelphia will keep possession. I love the fight this team is showing, man. Nick Nurse talked in the offseason about how he wants his team to play this season. And that is, you always want to watch the Sixers play and say, man, they played their asses off. And so far, I can say that's true. VJ will inbound it, get it to Grimes. He'll attack. Thought he was fouled there on the drive. They won't call it. But Jabari Walker fighting inside, gets the offensive rebound, puts it in for 2. Jabari Walker, the hustle plays, man. 2 super underrated additions for the Sixers on two-way deals are Jabari Walker and Dominic Barlow. Derek White comes off the screen, open 3. Bona was sagging too much. Derek White knocks it down from deep. Sixers down 3. Kelly Oubre will attack on the smaller Anthony Simons. He'll leave the shot short. Bona tapped it in, but they're going to say Bona touched the ball. It was still on the rim, so basket does not count for Bona. It was close, but I think the ball was still hanging on that rim there. So that'll be an offensive interference, no basket. Derek White, guarded closely by Edgecombe. He'll take him inside, gets a good shot off on the floater, but no good there. Rebound to the Sixers. Edgecombe to Grimes, looking to attack Simons. Gets it back to Edgecombe, gets another open 3. VJ knocks down his third 3 of the night. VJ Edgecombe from way downtown up to 14 points. Anthony Simons responds, though, with a 3 of his own. So VJ knocks down his third triple. Anthony Simons responds right away. VJ will take another one. Same spot. Not good, though, there for VJ, but Adem Bona grabs the offensive rebound. Edgecombe now finds Grimes. And they're going to call an offensive foul on the Sixers. Was that on the screen? I think it was. So, foul on Bona there on the illegal screen. Dude, VJ Edgecombe is absolutely hooping, man. He looks so good. He's been the Sixers' best player tonight. Knocking down 3 threes. I'd say the defense has been solid. Hasn't been great. Getting downhill, already a couple of dunks. It's been good. Jaylen Brown guarded by Oubre. Trying to create some space. Step back 2. Tough shot. Good defense by Oubre. That's no good. Maxey grabs the rebound. And they'll probably hold here with 20 seconds left, 16 on the play clock. Can't get last shot, but you can draw the clock pretty far down. So Maxey will let the clock bleed. Down to 7 on the shot clock, 11 on the game clock. He'll call for the screen from Bona. He'll get it. Can't find some space there. Kicks it to Grimes in the corner, who drives in and is shoved by Anthony Simons in the body. So that'll be a foul. Sixers are in the bonus, so Grimes will shoot 2. Good defense by Keita on Maxey to force Maxey to pass that ball, but poor defense by Anthony Simons on Quentin Grimes. He got by him. He fouled him, so Grimes will shoot 2 as we have 6 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Grimes' first free throw is up and no good. So some more missed free throws for the 76ers. Celtics also missing some free throws here early on. That's not what you like to see here, with Grimes missing 1 and 2. Grimes averaged 22 a game with the Sixers last season in 28 games. Knocks down the second free throw. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Derek White will get up a pretty good shot, and he'll airball the 3. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Sixers down 2 to the Boston Celtics. The story of the game so far has to be the Rook, the number 3 overall pick, VJ Edgecombe, has been phenomenal in that first quarter. VJ Edgecombe, 14 points. I got to tweet this out, man, because what a start, man, for VJ Edgecombe. He looks so good. He leads all scorers with 14 points. Knocking down 3 threes as well is huge. Just looks so comfortable, man. Picking up right where he left off. Just knocking down threes, getting downhill. So good. All right. 199 people here watching live. Appreciate everybody who has tuned in. We are so close to a big milestone here on the channel. We are trying to hit 24,000 subscribers here tonight. We are 9 people away. 9 people away from hitting that marker. If you're already subscribed, you are a real one. I really appreciate it. From one Sixers fan to another. It's just such a blessing to be able to do this and talk Sixers with you guys. We're all a family here at 76ers now, and I promise you subscribe, you're getting the best Sixers coverage you'll find on YouTube. We don't just do watch parties like this. Videos nearly every single day. News, rumors, analysis, game recaps, and a whole lot more on the channel. You will not be disappointed, as we are now 7 people away from 24,000 subs. Shout out to those couple new subscribers. I'll give you all a little beer cheers. Kende, I bet VJ 20 points tonight. He knows I need that money. Hey, he's already got 14. That's looking pretty good. Dwayne, 20 points with his eyes closed. I mean, at this point, he could score 20 in his sleep. 2 more threes, VJ. Now you have it in you. Hey, I don't want to jinx anything, but he's already got 14. He should be able to get to 20. He should be able to get to 20. Eric, yep. He is killing it. He is killing it. 192 people watching. Get down in the chat, man. Let's talk some ball. Like Kende, like Dwayne, like Fang. VJ even at 3rd overall pick still feels like a steal. The way he's playing, it just might be. All right, second quarter action. We got Maxey, Embiid, Oubre, Quentin Grimes, and Jabari Walker as Kelly Oubre tries to drive in, turns the ball over. Derek White will get a wide open 3 on the other end. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Joel Embiid. Kicks it up to Maxey. He'll play with pace. He'll drive in. And he's fouled by Nemias Queta. So Maxey really pushing the tempo here. And he will draw the foul. Just using that speed, using that acceleration, that burst in the open floor. Good pass by Embiid to get it up the court. Maxey will go to the line for 2. Looking for his first free throws of the season. Maxey knocks down the first. Make it a 27-28 ball game. Tyrese Maxey, of course, a 2024 NBA Most Improved Player. Bit of a disappointing season last year, but it was for the entire squad. Maxey knocks down free throw number 2. We are all knotted up. Sixers 5 of 7 from the line in this one. Celtics just 1 of 2. Cada will hand it off to Anthony Simons. Stolen by Maxey. Going the other way. He'll slam it home. Thought he was fouled by Simons, who was trailing him. Tried to block the shot. Wasn't able to. Maxey with a two-handed dunk. Thought he got fouled, but we'll take 2 all day. What a play by Maxey to steal that ball. Now Derek White on the other end. Bricks a 3. Kelly Oubre almost just stepped out of bounds. I think he did. Refs didn't see it off the rebound. Maxey drives it again. Floater for 2. That's good again for Tyrese Maxey. Timeout, Celtics. They need a timeout. Tyrese Maxey getting it done on both ends of the floor. Let's go. So a quick start and a good start to that second quarter there for Philadelphia. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Love to see Maxey and the Sixers turning defense into offense. And Maxey's starting to heat up now here a little bit. Let's see, early in this one, Maxey up to 9 points, 2 assists, no turnovers, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, playing in control, but getting up and down the floor when he needs to. And of course, just got that steal off of Derek White. I gotta tweet this out too. Like, Dominic Barlow and Jabari Walker, such underrated additions for the Sixers team. They're gonna be perfect in the roles they need to play. Of course, a long season to go, but they look very good. Give me a follow on Twitter over if you want, at Jake Chipper. If you're on X, I'm always tweeting about the Sixers. You can throw me a follow. I think I have my link here. Yeah, here we go. If you want to throw me a follow, you can. We can chop it up over there on X. What time is Embiid showing up to the game tonight from John? Yeah, I mean, he really hasn't done much at all. 0 of 4 from the field, has a turnover. So we really haven't seen anything out of Embiid yet. Sixers still up 4, though. Embiid, 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, just 2 rebounds to speak of. And we got 199 people watching live. We're up to 80 likes. Can we get to 100 likes? Can we get to 100 likes? We are 20 likes away. 200 people, we should be able to get to 100 likes. That's half of y'all hitting that thumbs up icon liking the stream, baby. Show me where the real ones are at. If you're a real one, hit that thumbs up icon. Dwayne put VJ on the floor. Look, he had to come out for a little bit. He can't play the entire game, So he's out to start the second quarter, excuse me. Same lineup out there for the Sixers. Maxey, Grimes, Oubre, Embiid, and Jabari Walker. Celtics ball. Simons up top. We'll give it to Derek White. There's going to be a whistle and a foul on Quentin Grimes for holding Derek White. Kind of a dumb foul there. We'll reset it here. Derek White now. Kicks it to Chris Boucher, who finds Sam Hauser, a very good three-point shooter. He'll take and make from outside off the screen. Sam Hauser brings us the Celtics back within 1. Maxey drives in. Left-handed layup for 2 is no good. Celtics going the other way. Derek White attacking. Little float game over Oubre, and that's good for Derek White. So just like that, Celtics now back in the lead. Embiid has it up top to Maxey. We'll kick it to Grimes, Grimes will try to set the screen. And Grimes just did not get his feet set on that screen at all. He just ran right into Derek White. Yeah, I don't know what Grimes is doing there. It's not a smart play by Quentin Grimes. Hey, John said it. Hit the like button, guys. John's a real one. We're 13 likes away from 100. Sam Hauser hands it off to White. That's got to be an illegal screen. And it will be an illegal screen on Sam Hauser. So we're going back the other way. And guess who drew the illegal screen? It's Quentin Grimes. A little handoff action from Hauser to Derek White, but Hauser never stopped moving. He just ran right over Grimes. VJ Edgecombe now back in the game. So a short rest for VJ. He will take the place of Grimes. Short stint there for him. Maxey up top, screen from Embiid. He'll find VJ in the corner. Back to Maxey. Embiid, free throw line. Guarded by Boucher. He'll take the jumper and he'll hit. That's that patented shot for Joel Embiid. That free throw line midi right over Chris Boucher. He should dominate this matchup. Embiid gets on the board for the first time in the 2025 season. Oubre up top, guarding Derek White. Nowhere to go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony Simons trying to make something happen against Maxey. He'll take a floater. It'll go when they'll call a foul on Maxey. I don't know where that foul is. We'll see the replay here. Was his hand in there? I don't think he hit him. But they're going to call the foul on Maxey. Simons will try to complete the and one here at the line. I don't think it's enough to challenge. A little bit ticky-tack there, though. John says, thanks, Joel. Welcome back. Joel Embiid has made his presence now officially known in this game, getting on the board for the first time. Rafael Barlow will check in for Jabari Walker. It seems like they're kind of just splitting minutes between the two of them, which I love from Nick Nurse. Always have one of them on the floor. It's got to happen. Simons knocks down the second free throw as some changes here for both squads. Sixers now running with Maxey, Edgecombe, Barlow, Embiid, and Oubre. Celtics have Pritchard, Simons, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, and Xavier Tillman. So really small lineup out there for Boston. Maxey kicks it to Embiid. Almost travels with it. Finds Kelly Oubre for a wing triple. That's no good. Barlow tries to fight for the rebound, but it's corralled by Boston. Jaylen Brown, little crossover, step back three against Dominic Barlow, and sweet move there by Jaylen Brown. He gets the three to go. 11-2 run in the last 2 minutes for Boston to take a 39-34 lead. Embiid gets doubled trying to post up. VJ drives in, kicks it back out to Embiid, who will pump fake on the three, and he'll get fouled driving in by Xavier Tillman. We'll see if they call it on the floor or a shooting foul. It was a patented Embiid pump fake. Drive in, boom, foul on the arm as Tillman's hands were caught in the cookie jar. They will call it a shooting foul, so Embiid will go to the line to shoot two. His first free throws of the season. We'll see how Embiid holds up over the course of the game. He is on a minutes restriction, according to Nick Nurse. So didn't play a super long stint there in the first. He's back in to start the second. He knocks down his first free throw. Embiid. Second one is up. Second one is good for Joel. Brings the Sixers back within three. Jaylen Brown drives in quickly against Kelly Oubre, but he smokes the reverse layup. That's just a miss. Not great defense there by Oubre. Now, Edgecombe drives in, kicks it to Embiid, who was cutting inside. Back out to Maxey, but Embiid wants it back, and he'll get it back against Xavier Tillman. He'll try to spin. He gets doubled. Good defense by Anthony Simons, bringing the late double as Embiid spun into the post. But it's going to be off Simons. Ball will stay with Philadelphia. Yeah, that's off Simons. Call plays for VJ. Embiid is trash. Early season here. Only 5 to go on the shot clock. Maxey gets it late clock. He'll take a fadeaway midi. What a shot by Maxey. Against Peyton Pritchard. Little sidestep fadeaway mid-range shot. He gets it to go. Sixers back within 1, but Pritchard gets loose for a 3. That's off, luckily. Rebounded there by VJ Edgecombe. Now Barlow hands it off to Embiid. He's guarded one-on-one by Jaylen Brown. Back his ass down. He'll take a post fade. That won't go. VJ tries to sky in for the offensive rebound. Looks like he was pushed. Brown the other way. Euro step. Passes it back out as he saw Embiid down there in the paint. Out to a shooter for 3, and that's no good for Anthony Simons. Maxey back quickly the other way, and he's fouled on a drive by Xavier Tillman. VJ, stop passing the ball. Yeah, Maxey really pushing the pace, pushing the tempo here. The second time he's done this where he's drawn a foul, just running faster than everybody else down the floor. So now Maxey will go to the line and try to put the Sixers back ahead in this one. Maxey up to 11 points before these free throws. First one for Tyrese is up and good. Ties this game up at 39. Couple of subs for Boston. Josh Minot, Luka Garza coming in. Sam Hauser, Xavier Tillman will leave. And for the Sixers, Adem Bona has entered the game for Joel Embiid. Maxey misses the free throw. Man. Dominic Barlow back in the game as well. So it's VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, Oubre, Barlow, and Bona. Jaylen Brown gets good positioning on Maxey. Forced to pass it up. Now finds Simons. Corner three-pointer is no good. VJ Edgecombe skies in for the rebound. Saves it to Maxey. Sixers are running. Maxey to Barlow. He'll drive in. No good on the layup off the feed for Maxey, but he is fouled. So now Barlow to the line. Great job by VJ Edgecombe to grab that rebound. Stay in bounds. Pass it back in as he was falling out. Maxey pushing the pace once again. Dominic Barlow running with him. And Barlow couldn't finish the layup, but was fouled on the shot. Last season for Atlanta, Barlow, just 10 minutes a game, averaging 4 points, 4 rebounds. But off to a good start here for the Sixers as he knocks down free throw 1 at 2. Chris Boucher will enter the game for Boston. He'll take the place of Jaylen Brown with 6.5 to go here in this second quarter. Thing, I got school tomorrow, but I'm not missing a Sixers game. Hell yeah, brother. Can't miss opening night. People want VJ to take more shots. I agree. Dominic Barlow knocks down free throw 2 of 2. So both of them good there for Barlow. Sixers 10 of 13 from the line tonight. Celtics just 2 of 3. Boucher will hand it off to Pritchard, guarded by Edgecombe. Back to Boucher on the fade. He'll drive in against Barlow. Now we'll find Luka Garza. Deep corner 3 is no good. Fight for the rebound between Oubre and Minot. And they will award the ball to Philadelphia. So some fight there from Boston, but ball will go to the Sixers. Celtics just 5 of 18 from 3. Sixers 5 of 13. Big key here in this one. Can the Sixers win the three-point battle? They are so far. VJ Edgecombe finds Oubre, handoff to Maxey. Spins on Pritchard. Step back 2. Just a bit long off the rim there. Boston now back the other way. Chris Boucher will take a contested 3. That won't go. Oubre had the rebound for a moment, lost it. Now Boucher drives in on Bona, and Boucher's able to hit the layup over the outstretched arms of Adem Bona. Not great minutes for Adem so far here tonight. VJ now running the show on offense. Gives it to Oubre, who gives it right back. VJ will get a screen from Maxey. VJ tried to slip a tight pass in there to Maxey. Thought it was off the foot of Peyton Pritchard. They don't call the kick ball. Thought that was definitely a kick ball. Pritchard takes it the other way, and he gets the layup to go. That was a kick ball. I don't know what the refs are looking at. Kelly Oubre will take a contested three over Anthony Simons. That's no good. Don't love that shot there from Kelly. Felt like a settle to me. He could have got a better shot early in the clock. Pritchard and Luka Garza will play the two-man game. What a play by VJ Edgecombe to get a hand in the passing lane. Maxey layup. Good. The Sixers are getting out. They're running. What a play by VJ to deflect the pass. And Maxey right by the slow-footed Luka Garza there. Able to get the layup to go. Now Simons will drive it on Bona. Bona did a good job to contest the shot, but wasn't able to grab the rebound. It went back to Boston. And Peyton Pritchard knocks it in. Now Oubre, open corner three. That's no good as well. Luka Garza appears to be injured for the Celtics. He does get back up, but not moving well. Oubre missing some threes. Pritchard drives on Maxey. And a good job by Tyrese to get two hands on the basketball as Pritchard drove in. And they'll say it's off of the Celtics point guard. Sixers ball. Yeah, Garza hit the deck hard on the previous possession, fighting for the rebound with Bona. But he will... Does he remain in the game, or are they taking him out here? Garza will stay in the game. Of course, Luka Garza, former stud in college for the Iowa Hawkeyes. I believe he won Player of the Year back in his final season. He was dominant in college. Hasn't really found his way in the NBA yet. Latching on here this season with Boston. Quentin Grimes comes in the game. He'll replace Kelly Oubre. The rest of the lineup remains the same. And as I'm talking about Garza, he blocks the shot of Tyrese Maxey. Good play there defensively for Garza. Now Pritchard trying to get free. Finds White, who drives right by Maxey. Poor effort there from Maxey, but White misses the floater. Maxey back the other way. He'll stop. He'll pop. He'll hit. Tyrese Maxey from downtown, giving the Sixers a 1-point lead. Just kind of lulled the defense asleep, pulled up. Maxey's got 17, 14 in this second quarter. No good on the three for Garza. Rebound by Maxey. He's guarded by Minot. He wants to score again. Couple of fancy moves. Step back three. Good! Tyrese Maxey! He is cooking in this second quarter. The first quarter belonged to VJ Edgecombe. Mad Max cooking up here in this second. Let's go! What a shot by Tyrese Maxey, man. Just a couple of sweet moves on Josh Minot, who he can't guard Tyrese Maxey. Are you kidding me? Little between, step back. Bottoms for Tyrese Maxey. Wow. So these guards, man, Maxey up to 20 points on the night already in this first half. Luka Garza getting some medical attention here. As a quick timeout, we're already coming back from break. Man, Maxey, 20 points, 3 assists, 2 boards, 7 of 12 from the field, perfect from 3. These guards for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, cooking up against Boston early. And look, Boston, Anthony Simons not a very good defender, Peyton Pritchard not a very good defender. So you can attack these guys as long as Derek White isn't on you or Jaylen Brown. They have some good options, of course, but some not so good options as well. All right, Sixers up 4, under 3 to play in this first half. Jaylen Brown back in the game for Boston with Peyton Pritchard, Chris Boucher, Derek White, and Josh Minot. Jaylen Brown will pull up from 3. That won't go. Strong rebound by Grimes, but he actually ended up losing the ball after coming down with it. Goes right to Boucher, who finishes for 2. Man, thought he had that layup and then just wasn't able to get it to go. Grimes now on the floor with Maxey, VJ Edgecombe Dominic Barlow and Andre Drummond seeing his first action. And what a left-handed layup there by Barlow, showing off that length. Able to get that layup to go. Pritchard on the other end, quickly putting up a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. VJ Edgecombe flying up the court. No hesitation. Euro step left-hand layup against Jaylen Brown is good. There's VJ Edgecombe being aggressive again. Jaylen Brown tries to go right back at him. VJ plays some great defense. Under 2 to play. Sixers up by 6. Pritchard guarded by Barlow. Gets by him. Barlow jumps for the pump fake of Pritchard. Obvious foul there on Barlow. Oh, they're going to call a travel, actually. I think they're going to call a travel there on Peyton Pritchard before the foul. Shuffled those feet a little bit, I believe. Man. Interesting to note here so far. Justin Edwards has not played here tonight. So we were talking about that wing rotation. No Justin Edwards. We have not seen him play so far here tonight after a rough summer. All right, quick break in action here. I'm going to take a moment to tell you about today's sponsor. Our live stream, Sixers Celtics, would not be possible without our friends at DraftKings. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. And a big, big shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring today's show. And a big shout out to you guys as well. We just hit 24,000 subscribers. Really, really appreciate it. And for everybody who's a new subscriber here tonight, I promise you will not regret hitting that sub button, locking us in as your go-to home for Sixers coverage. From one Sixers fan, lifelong, to a bunch out there, I really, really appreciate you all hitting that subscribe button. And you will get the best coverage here on YouTube for your 76ers. I can promise you that. Of course, watch parties like this, but videos all throughout the week, all throughout the year, news, rumors, analysis, and a whole lot more. Cheers to 24,000. And let's try to hit 25,000 for Dominic Barlow. Who'd you think I was going to say? No other good number 25 in Sixers history. Cheers, everybody. I'm also throwing that link, that DraftKings information there in the chat. Shout out to DraftKings. Use that code SixersChat, baby. Get you some good perks over there at DraftKings. All right, we're back from timeout now. Sixers ball, under 2 to play. VJ Edgecombe, tough drive against Derek White. Try to get the floater to go. Was not able to. And they're going to call a foul on Drummond on the rebound. Drummond does not like the call at all. Andre Drummond seeing his first action here late in the first half. I missed the foul there. I'm not sure if that was a good call or not, but Drummond does not seem to think it was. So Celtics the other way. Jaylen Brown guarded by Dominic Barlow here. He'll find Peyton Pritchard. I don't know how he just got so open in the corner. Misses the three, though. Sixers got lucky there. Ball goes over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. So, kind of dodging a bullet there. Don't know how he got so open. Approaching a minute to play in this first half. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. VJ Edgecombe finds Grimes. Had an open three, didn't take it. Gives it back to VJ. Gets a screen from Barlow. Back up top to Grimes. Misses a straightaway three, but there's Barlow with the offensive rebound. He'll attack Keita, and he'll get fouled. Barlow back to the line. Tried telling y'all, man, Dominic Barlow, he can play a big role for this team. Kende in the chat, typing VJ, VJ, VJ. Julian Mackinson, let's go, boys, let's go. 238 people. Hey, get down in the chat. We can chop it up. You know, it's not just me talking to y'all. I want to hear from y'all as well. Go Sixers. First free throw is good for Barlow. Sixers extend that lead to 7. Or it is 8 now, actually, with that first free throw. Or 8 with the second free throw as well now made. So Sixers up 8, under a minute to play. Keita up top, looking for someone to give the ball to. He finds Derek White, who gets inside and walls off VJ Edgecombe and then throws a little lob pass to Keita, who was able to finish that. Lead cut down to 6. Maxey screen from Barlow. Gets 2 feet in the paint. Little floater. And that's good for Tyrese Maxey. So Maxey continuing the strong second quarter here. Under 30 to play. Sixers holding on to an 8-point advantage. Dominic Barlow's done a pretty good job on Jaylen Brown, who drives in, kicks it to Keita. Keita will rise up and whoo! Namias Keita almost threw down a monster dunk. He missed it, ended up getting fouled on the play. But, man, that was almost a poster. Who do you almost put in a poster here? Oh, man. Keita almost put Andre Drummond on a crazy poster. Luckily, he missed it, but he was fouled by Drummond. Does knock down the first free throw, cutting the lead to 7. Yo, what's good, Reed? Reed in the chat. Julian, I love how this is going, but I have PTSD from too many Celtics comebacks in the third quarter. Yeah, you are 100% right. But this Sixers team, man, just feels a little bit different. You know, they're up 7 right now. Embiid has, what, 2 points? Maybe 4? With the free throws and the jumper. But, yeah, you got to play a complete game of basketball, not just one half. Both free throws are good for Keita. Sixers will hold here for the last shot of the first half. Maxey has it up top. They'll double Maxey. Finds Oubre, who finds VJ. Now 5 seconds left. No one wants to shoot the ball. VJ Edgecombe straight away triple. That's no good, and we'll go to halftime with the Sixers holding on to a 6-point lead, 57-51 at the half. Overall, I think a pretty good half there for Philadelphia. And we'll go through some of these numbers. Reed says, give me the rundown. I got you, Reed. It has been the VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey show here tonight. So for those of you who have not been here the entire night, this is really some of the big storylines. VJ Edgecombe just really took over in that first quarter. I believe had 14 of his 16 points in that first quarter and was aggressive, was knocking down threes, playing fast, playing with that athleticism that we know he has. 16 points, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 rebounds, 6 of 12 from the field. Was 3 of 6 from 3 before that last one he took there just before to end the half. But shoot, I mean, you'll take 3 of 7 from VJ Edgecombe in a half. I love him getting 7 threes up in that first half. That is good stuff. And really, until Tyrese Maxey started going crazy in that second quarter, VJ was the Sixers' best player all night long, but has been tremendous. Doesn't look like a rookie at all. I can tell you guys that much. He has looked absolutely phenomenal. As has Tyrese Maxey. Really to no surprise, right? You know, Maxey started off, I won't even say slow because he wasn't playing poorly. He just was kind of letting VJ Edgecombe do his thing while Maxey sort of ran the offense. And then in the second quarter, Tyrese went nuclear. Up to 22 points now on the game. 3 assists to no turnovers. 2 rebounds, 8 of 13 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3. So an efficient night for Tyrese Maxey. SGX says I'm still here. Kende, he's a sleeper. Watch out for VJ. Dwayne, VJ, let's go. Shout out. To the real ones in the chat who have been commenting all night, love to hear from you guys, man. Love to hear from you guys, and I'd love to hear from more of you guys as well. So get down there in the chat. We can just chop it up. I know people are going to want to know about Embiid. Embiid's had, bit of a rough night. The shots weren't falling early. Played a couple stints in the first quarter. Then was out for a little bit. Started the second quarter. 4 points, 3 rebounds. Just 1 of 6 from the field. Is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 0 of 2 from 3. So not the greatest start for Joel Embiid by any means. But I think the Sixers definitely are feeling his defensive presence in there. There's a couple times I can remember where a Celtics player drove in, Embiid was in there. They had to kick it out and try to hit a 3. So obviously you want to see the shots start falling for the big fella. You're up 6, though, without him really doing much of anything. So I think you'll take that. Another big story of the game here that we got to talk about is the play of Dominic Barlow. What a start for his Sixers tenure, right? 9 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, a couple of those offensive that have been huge offensive rebounds to give the Sixers a second chance. A couple of them, I think, have led to 3-pointers for Philadelphia. And look, I said he can make an impact without really having to take a lot of shots on the offensive side of the ball. He's 2 of 3, missed his lone corner 3-pointer he was wide open on. If he can start to knock down those threes, that could be huge for his game. But just hustling, grabbing rebounds, doing the dirty work, that's what he's been able to do so far. And, man, he has been fantastic. So a great addition there. John Hinson, not worried about Embiid. It always takes him a little bit to grease the groove. I mean, yeah, look, Embiid hasn't played basketball besides that preseason game in months, right? It's been a long time since he's played a real NBA game. And so it's going to take him some time, right? You think he'll get better, hopefully, as the season progresses? I'm not too worried about it either, John. I would agree. SGX, is Derek doing good? I assume you're talking about Derek White. Derek White so far, 9 points, but, man, he is shooting some tornadoes out here. Putting up brick after brick. 4-12 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 9 points for Derek White. Elsewhere for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, 8 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Been decent getting to his spots in the mid-range. Has knocked down a couple of threes. I feel like he hasn't been quite as involved, though, as you would like to see. Peyton Pritchard, pretty rough start for him. 7 points, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and is 0 of 5 from 3. Has knocked down all 3 of his shots inside the arc, but just 0 of 5 from behind the arc so far. That's kind of your recap right there. Here on the show, of course, we talk a lot of ball, and we keep you informed, and we analyze the game. I'm calling the game right here, but we like to have some fun as well. We got $20 in Super Chat so far tonight. We got some deals for the people. Super Chat, if you don't know, it's that rectangular box with the $ in it right next to the chat. You send in a Super Chat. It's a donation, a way to say thank you if you want to go that extra step. And I really do appreciate those of you who are hanging out with us here in general, but those of you who Super Chat as well. And when you Super Chat, we got some deals for you guys. All Super Chats equal a beer cheers. Got my Happy Dads on deck. So anytime anyone sends in a Super Chat of any dollar amount, I'll give you a cheers like I will right now. If you send in a $10 Super Chat, you will join the 76ers Now Hall of Fame. And once you're in that Hall of Fame club, you are in it for the entire year. And throughout the year, on different videos, I will show a list of everybody who is on that Hall of Fame club and give you guys shout-outs. Sort of an exclusive club for those of you who would like to donate to be in there. And who knows, maybe at the end of the year we'll have some kind of giveaway or something for those of you that are in there. No promises there, but certainly something we can think about if the year does go well for Philadelphia. And then anybody who sends in a $20 Super Chat, of course, you will get in the Hall of Fame. And I will do a beer bong for you, half a beer into my beer bong right here. Did one of those earlier. And you know what? We'll make a deal. Because it's halftime, we'll go half off halftime. So anybody during halftime who sends in a $5 Super Chat, I'll put you in the Hall of Fame. And $10, we're doing beer bongs, baby. Halftime only. Halftime only. Those are the deals. $208 people hanging out here with us. We've had, let's see, how many people throughout the night? Over 6,000 people joined us throughout the night. That's what's up. That's what's up. Reed sending in the $10 super chat. Let me refresh this here. So Reed gets in the Hall of Fame, and that's a beer bong as well. There it is. VJ for MVP. Also, anytime you send in a super chat, I do pop it up on screen so that you guys can see it and see your message, your name, your face up on screen. Just like Reed right here. Well, it's my face, unfortunately, in his profile picture. But you get the picture. You get the idea. VJ for MVP. Man, he's been sending in a $20 super chat. So Reed, you'll be in the Hall of Fame, of course. And then shout out to my mom sending the 20. Man, how about your mom sending the money to have you drink? Unbelievable. Let's go Sixers. Let's go up 6.5 like what I've seen so far. All right, so I got some drinking to do. While I get this all ready, though, I want to hear from you guys. Should grade the 76ers first half. Get down in the chat. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know. We're up to $50 in super chat. Shout out to everybody. And let's get to drinking. So this one has a little bit left. So we'll fill this one up. $202 people watching live, 105 likes. We also surpassed 24,000 subs tonight, man. If you're having a good time, let me know. Hit that thumbs up. Get down in the chat. Grade that Sixers first half. Kende gives the Sixers a B. My mom giving the Sixers a B as well. So give me your grades down in the comment section. And also, for my parents who are listening, and for everybody else here as well, I haven't mentioned this, but I will also be doing our Eagles live stream on Sunday. Eagles versus Giants, the rematch. I will be live streaming that game on our Eagles channel here at Chat Sports, so you can catch me there as well. But for now, we're focused on the Sixers, baby. Let's go. Who here is an Eagles fan as well? Who else here is also an Eagles fan? Allie giving the Sixers a B. My dad says C. Joel needs to post up more. Yeah, not a lot of touches for him. John giving the Sixers a B+. I mean, it's been pretty good for the most part. Dwayne giving the Sixers an A. Windows NT4. I'm an Eagles fan also. Let's go Birds, baby. Big game against the Giants this weekend, man. Big game against the Giants. Who else is an Eagles fan here? Keep letting me know your grades as well. Down there in the comments section. I was number 2 earlier. I had to lock into the game. Yeah, you can see the people who chat the most comments and send in super chats the most get those little crowns next to their name, the top 3. Windows says B for the Sixers. SGX, they're doing okay. Kenda, I want to win from those Sixers tonight. Shut down Boston. Yeah, look, I've seen this movie too many times for the Sixers over the years. And obviously it's a new year, new team, but they tend to not play well in third quarters. But hopefully, that can change this season. All right, I got one more beer bong to do. Ugh. As we are almost back from the half here. Looking around the NBA. Let's see what the rest of the league is looking like. Around the league, Knicks up 7 over the Cavs. Midway through the third quarter there, 79-72. Hornets up big against the Nets. Heat with a 4-point lead over the Magic, 83-79 in the third quarter. Raptors up over the Hawks at halftime. Bulls are boat racing the Pistons early on. Bulls up 40-25. Pelicans up 39-33 early over the Grizzlies. And the Bucks are up 53-37 over the Wizards, as to be expected there. Dwayne, I was a Dolphins fan. Need a team now. Hop on the Eagles bandwagon, man. Hop on the Eagles bandwagon. Although I'll tell you what, if you are still a Dolphins fan, my good friend and coworker Nick Roloff runs our Miami Dolphins channel here at Chat Sports. He does do a very good job. But if you do want to switch off the Dolphins to the Eagles, we have an Eagles channel here. Chase Sr., who those of you who are real OGs here at 76ers Now by Chat Sports will remember Chase Sr. used to do the Sixers channel. Now he's very caught up in NFL, so he just does Eagles now. But he does do a very good job on Eagles, and I produce for that channel as well, so I'm involved in that. That's why I'm doing the watch party this weekend. But Dwayne, hop on board. I'll watch you on Sunday. Appreciate that, Dwayne. Appreciate that, Dwayne. And Eagles is a big channel, so should be a bunch of people in there for that one. Steven, forget the Eagles. What, you not an Eagles fan here? We are talking Sixers. John Hunson. Chase Senior name job. Yeah, Chase, that's my guy. I work with Chase all the time. He's great at what he does. He allowed me to step in here and take over the Sixers channel, and I really appreciate that. But, yeah, still doing great stuff over on the Eagles channel, so check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right, another beer bong here for the 20 that came in. Reminder, as halftime's almost over, we're going half off on the Super Chat menu. So $5, not $10, $5 will get you in the 76ers Now Hall of Fame. $10, I'm doing some beer bongs. Hey, shout out to John. John, you're a real one, knowing Chase. Go VJ. VJ Edgecombe. Putting the NBA on notice tonight. All right. Beer bong vibes. Let's go, Allie. Last chance to get in on the halftime special. $5 Hall of Fame, $10 beer bong, as we're about to be back for the second half. Cheers, everybody. 200 people watching live. Again, be sure to hit that like button if you're having a good time. It does help me out. I really do appreciate it. Only takes a second. It helps the stream grow and all that. So appreciate that. Second half on the way. What time do you start on Sunday? I'll be live on Eagles an hour before the game starts. So the Eagles game starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. I will be live at 12 p.m. Eastern. So an hour pregame show. Cheers, everybody. All right. We are back for the second half. Sixers trying to get Embiid a post touch here. He'll take a tough mid-range jumper. Contested, was double teamed by two people. VJ gets the offensive rebound but loses the ball. Now Jaylen Brown will attack Joel Embiid. And Embiid will foul Jaylen Brown, who makes the shot. And one for Jaylen Brown. Not a good start to the half for Embiid and the Sixers. And Embiid kind of grabs at his knee. Hopefully nothing serious. There was an injury for Boston. Somebody will not return. I couldn't hear who that was. Luka Garza. Luka Garza for Boston. And Embiid's fine, by the way. Luka Garza will not return. Entering concussion protocol for Boston. As Jaylen Brown misses the free throw there. Lucky there. VJ Edgecombe trying to get the ball to Embiid. Embiid's being guarded by Jaylen Brown. But they just can't get him the ball. He's getting doubled. VJ will swing it to Oubre. 2 to shoot. VJ's got to put up a last-second 3. That's no good. Embiid gets the rebound. And he's fouled by Nemias Queta. Scary play there as they were fighting for the rebound and Queta fell on. And they're going to call a foul on Embiid? They're going to call the foul on Embiid. How is that a foul on Embiid? Cater wrapped him up. That's ridiculous. Kid Dupree, that shirt is tough. Hey, appreciate it. I just got this shirt when I got my Tyrese Maxey throwback style jersey. Derek White will take a deep three. That won't go. Cater gets the offensive rebound. It's ripped away by the Sixers. Fight on the floor for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball here between Cater and VJ. I got this jersey. Should I put the jersey on? Should I put the jersey on? I have yet to put it on yet. I wanted to show off the shirt a little bit, but maybe do I put the jersey on, the Maxey jersey, throwback? SG says yes. Julian says yes. Kenda, I'm ordering my VJ jersey. See, I was going to do a VJ jersey, but the only reason I waited is because I think after this year, he's going to change his number to number 7 once Kyle Lowry retires. And it still would be dope to have like an OG VJ Edgecombe rookie number jersey, but I'd rather have a number 7. Sam Hauser, no good on the corner 3. Kelly Oubre tries to corral the rebound. He can't. It goes out of bounds, but he is fouled. They will call a foul on the rebound. I think that's on Peyton Pritchard here. Fourth quarter, throw it on. That's what I'll do. I'll throw it on for the fourth quarter. You know what? We're at 112 likes right now. If we can get to 130 likes by the fourth quarter, I'll throw the Maxey jersey on. So Sixers ball up 4. Couple minutes gone in this quarter. VJ Edgecombe has an open lane, drives in, kicks it back out to Maxey. He'll drive it himself. And Peyton Pritchard will draw the charge on Maxey. So that'll be a foul on Maxey. As Pritchard got in position there. Let's see this replay. Yeah, he got to his spot. Pritchard got to his spot. That's a good call. Charge on Tyrese Maxey. On the other end, Maxey and Pritchard going at it. Now Embiid switches on to him, leaving Cato wide open underneath the basket. But a good job by Oubre to recover and rotate over to disrupt the lob attempt. It'll go out of bounds. Ball will stay with Boston. 6 to shoot. It's going to heat up. Yeah, you know, I'll throw it on for the fourth quarter if we can get that 130 like mark. Foul is going to be on Kelly Oubre here. As they were trying to inbound the ball, Oubre ran over Jaylen Brown, who was trying to set a screen. And the ball had yet to be inbounded, so it's going to be an away from the play foul. So Celtics will get 1 free throw and the ball. Jaylen Brown will take that free throw. And he'll make that free throw. 57-54, 10 minutes to go in the third. Nick Nurse not happy with the call. All right, Celtics will inbound it. Jaylen Brown gets the screen. Tries to drive on Embiid, but Embiid does a great job to wall him off. Now Embiid's guarding him on the perimeter. Jaylen Brown wants to attack. He does. Gets by him. Barlow comes over to help, but to no avail. Jaylen Brown gets the right-handed layup to go. Embiid laboring a little bit more now. Still guarded by Jaylen Brown is Embiid. Embiid kicks it to Maxey. Maxey trying to find someone to pass it to. VJ Edgecombe with a baseline cut and a tough finish for a VJ Edgecombe. What a cut to recognize the space he had. What a pass from Maxey and a tough finish for VJ. Now Oubre guarding Jaylen Brown. Guarding him tightly. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Jaylen Brown. Good defense by Kelly Oubre. A push-off from Brown here. Yeah. Put that right elbow right into the chest of Kelly Oubre, knocked him over. And that's going to be going the other way. Sixers basketball. Really, really good individual defense on that possession by Kelly Oubre. Man, I love this. I just love this. Calling this game, hanging out with y'all. This is awesome. Embiid has it up top. Kicks it to Barlow. Wanted to get it to Maxey, but good defense by Pritchard. He'll hand it off to VJ. He'll pull up for the midi. VJ Edgecombe knocks down another 2-point shot. Little pull-up mid-range for VJ. Derek White back the other way. Knocks down the response triple. Nobody was guarding Derek White. What are we doing, dude? So, great shot by VJ, but nullified immediately by the Derek White 3. Now Embiid, still guarded by Jaylen Brown. He's looking to pass the ball. Sets the screen for Maxey. Maxey, step back 3 over Pritchard. That's off. Rebound goes to Jaylen Brown. Embiid has to be more aggressive when he's guarded by Jaylen Brown, man. And I get he doesn't want to be in the post as much, but now Jaylen Brown gets right by VJ Edgecombe, but smokes the layup. Embiid pass ahead to Barlow. He'll drive in. His layup is sent away by Derek White. What a defensive play there by Derek White. Celtics running. Hauser, corner 3. Somehow just banked a corner 3. Sam Hauser just banked a 3 in from the corner. That is unbelievable. Celtics on an 11-4 run. They are now up 62-61. I don't know how he just banked that from the corner. That's unreal. Maxey drives in. His floater is no good. He thought he was fouled. Celtics on the move now. Derek White running. Derek White, stop, pop, triple, good. Timeout Sixers. Here's that third quarter run by Boston. Sixers take a timeout. And this third quarter stuff, man, it was a problem last year for the Sixers. It's been a problem for years, honestly. And that'll be a 4-point lead now for Boston. All right. Well, we have a break in action here in the third quarter. Sixers, time to collect themselves here, take a timeout, keep it on track. We'll take a moment to tell you guys about our great sponsor here, and that is our friends at DraftKings. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. All right, so shout out to DraftKings once again. Take advantage of that great deal with that code SixersChat. I had some picks tonight. I took Sixers money line on DraftKings, parlayed that with Maxey 25+ points and Embiid 5+ assists. So that's what I'm rocking with here tonight. Use that code SixersChat, get $5, or bet $5, excuse me, and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Big shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring today's show. 213 people watching live, 120 likes. Can we get to 130? Keep climbing, keep climbing. The more likes we get, it really does help the stream out, gets more people in here. And the more people that are in here, the more of a party it is. So, you want the Sixers to beat the Celtics here tonight. Sixers now down 4 after that third quarter run by Boston. Like the video. Let's get some juice going, baby. Kendall in the chat, typing Sixers. Up to 123 likes. $50 in super chats, and we're back here for some more third quarter action. Maxey will bring up the ball, guarded closely by Peyton Pritchard. Maxey will dump it off to Embiid. Out to Edgecombe, back to Embiid in the post. Back to Edgecombe, now back to Embiid. They're playing yo-yo with the ball. Back to Edgecombe. He'll take a 3. That's short. Tap out by Embiid for the offensive rebound, though. Good play there. Barlow drives in, and he traveled with it. Embiid ended up making the mid-range jumper, but Barlow traveled with it. Probably doing a little bit too much there. Tried a hop step, but didn't get those feet to land at the same time. Celtics back with it now. Derek White guarded by VJ Edgecombe. He'll attack. He'll drive in. Good defense by VJ, though. Reset to Pritchard. Finds Xavier Tillman open for three. Embiid left him open for good reason. Rebound by VJ. Ahead to Maxey, pushing the tempo. Embiid to VJ. Back to Embiid. Handoff to Kelly. Oubre now to Embiid, guarded by Sam Hauser. That's barbecue chicken. Embiid gets doubled back out to Oubre, who can't hit the wide open top of the key three. So now Boston back with it the other way. Pritchard unable to get by Kelly Oubre. Good defense there. Out to White, and Derek White pump faked on the three. Got Barlow to bite just enough. So foul will be on Barlow. 3 free throws coming for Derek White. Barlow's done some good things tonight, but he's fallen for some pump fakes a couple times. Just off balance there defensively. Derek White, better second half after a struggle in the first quarter. Kelly Oubre's taken 5 shots tonight. They've all been threes. He's only made 1 of them. Oubre needs to get to the basket, man. He's not this three-point shooter. It's not his game. First free throw's up and good for Derek White. You know, I want to see Oubre run in transition, attack the basket. He can't just be a three-point shooter. That's not what he does well. Second of 2 free throws is also good for Derek White. Anthony Simons comes in the game for Boston. He'll come in for Peyton Pritchard. And Quentin Grimes will enter the game for Kelly Oubre. I'd like to see Quentin Grimes make a little bit more of an impact here tonight. Derek White makes all 3 free throws. Lead extends to 7 now for Boston. About halfway through this third quarter. Celtics on a 12-0 run the last 2.5 minutes to lead by 7. Embiid has it, guarded by Tillman. Top of the key. Handoff to Maxey. He'll set him a screen. No space there. Embiid now will take a top of the key 3. That's no good. Rebound goes to Boston. 0 for 3 from 3 today for Joel Embiid. Now Derek White drives on Grimes, and they're going to call a foul on Grimes. Derek White will go back to the line. And they're in the bonus. Derek White starting to take over a little bit here. He got a screen from Tillman. Got Quentin Grimes on his back hip. And now White back to the line. He'll knock down the first of 2 free throws here. Julian, I swear to God if I jinxed him, man. Not on you, Julian, but you know what? Maybe I got to put this jersey on sooner rather than later. I said I'd put the Maxey jersey on when we got to 130 likes. We're at 126. 4 more. I'm putting the jersey on, and hopefully it can help the Sixers get back in this game. The Celtics are 49-30 all-time in season openers at home. That's the most wins all-time and the second best win percentage of all time. Derek White knocks down the second free throw. As Peyton Pritchard comes right back in the game for Sam Hauser. Celtics lead now up to 9. Quentin Grimes will kick it to Barlow. Corner 3 for Barlow. In and out. Embiid taps out the offensive rebound, but it goes right to Boston. Now Simons drives in on Maxey, and his layup is good. Lead now up to 11 for Boston. Things are getting a little bit out of hand here for the Sixers. 16-0 run the last 3 minutes. Grimes nowhere to go with the ball. Finds Embiid, who gives it to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Grimes wide open in the corner for 3. Unable to knock it down. There is a lid on the basket right now for the 76ers. On the other end, Jaylen Brown out to Anthony Simons. Simons 3. That's no good. Long rebound goes to Grimes. Bailout there. Bad shot by Simons. Maxey open 3. Good! Tyrese Maxey ends the scoring drought for Philadelphia. Gets them back on the board. And a big block by Joel Embiid on Xavier Tillman, but the ball goes back to Boston. Now Tillman relocates to the corner. He's scared to shoot it. Kicks it to Derek White. Derek White drives in. Mid-range is blocked by Maxey, but he gets him on the arm. Great block by Embiid in the first place. Unfortunately, the ball went right back to Boston. And White now drove on Maxey, pulled up from the mid-range. And yeah, Maxey got him on the arm, unfortunately. What a block, though, by Embiid. What a shot by Maxey. We're up to 130 likes. Means I got to throw this Maxey jersey on, and maybe that'll give us some good vibes. Derek White makes the first free throw. Got to get this up and over the mic here. Give me 1 sec. Here we go. First free throw is good for Derek White. Let's go, baby. Got the Maxey jersey on. The jerseys that, of course, they're bringing back this season. Maybe this brings the Sixers some good luck. Derek White makes a free throw. Bunch of subs here for the Sixers. They're running now a unit of VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre, Jabari Walker, and Adem Bona. Grimes up top gets a screen from Bona. He'll drive in, kicks to Oubre, who kicks to Walker. Walker pump fakes a corner three. Ball swung around on the outside. Now Walker has to take a pull-up midi, and he knocks it down. That's not Jabari Walker's shot, but the time was running out in the shot clock, and he was able to knock down that little pull-up mid-range. Now Derek White drives in. Shot blocked by Oubre. And actually, it's going to be off Derek White. White took a floater, hit off the top of the shot clock. And ball is going to go back to Philadelphia here, as Derek White will now come out. That shot was so offline. I thought Oubre blocked it, but no, it was just an awful shot by Derek White, who will leave the game now for Sam Hauser. Sixers have it now, down 8. VJ Edgecombe has it up top, guarded by Simons. He'll drive in, spins, gets to the free throw line, doesn't have a shot, finds now Grimes, who tries to kick it to Walker in the corner. He got hit in the face, but ends up turning the ball over. Holding the left side of his face a little bit, but it'll be a turnover Boston ball. Anthony Simons, sidestep triple is good. Anthony Simons finding the bottom of the net on that sidestep three. Sixers back down 11. Grimes tries to be aggressive, drive in. Try to pass it to Bona, but Bona couldn't handle it on the cut. Now the Celtics running out in transition. Sam Hauser, wide open three's no good. VJ finds Quentin Grimes, who was kind of cherry picking ahead. Grimes will lay it in for 2. After turning the ball over, didn't get back on defense, which I don't like, but ended up in 2 points for Grimes anyways. So Sixers lucky Hauser couldn't knock down that 3. Simons finds another wide open Sam Hauser. I don't know how he keeps getting wide open. Misses another 3, but the offensive rebound goes to Boston. Pritchard inside. Hauser. Shots blocked by Bona, but they're going to call a foul on Jabari Walker. A blocking foul on Jabari Walker. So Hauser will go to the line. So Sixers weathered the storm a little bit, but unable to really get back in this one. Down 9 in this third quarter. Put the Maxey jersey on. I'm hoping we can get some good vibes out of this. This jersey's sweet, man. This thing looks sick. I can't lie. I cannot lie. All right, big shout out to everybody who's hanging out here with us. We did surpass 24,000 subscribers here on the channel tonight. But we're not stopping there, baby. We're going to keep things going. We're chasing 25,000 now, so if you're not subscribed, you ain't alive. Hit that sub button for year-round Sixers coverage. You know, not just watch parties. We'll do these from time to time here on the channel. Hoping to maybe do one a week. Not going to be able to get to every single game, but watch parties. We give you shows all throughout the week, all year long. News, rumors, analysis, and a whole lot more. If you want the best Sixers coverage you'll find on YouTube, lock us in. Hit that sub button. All right, we can get a little bit of a stat update here for the Sixers as we are approaching the end of this third quarter. So VJ Edgecombe, one of the stories of this game, up to 20 points here tonight. 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 5 rebounds. He is 8 of 16 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3. I like what he's done here tonight. You know, the 3-point shot after he was 3 of 6 early on is misses next 3. But look, VJ's been great. And I want to see him continue to be aggressive here in the rest of this game. Tyrese Maxey had a huge second quarter. He's up to 25 points, 4 assists. I think he's going to keep being aggressive too. He's 4 or 5 from 3. I think we could use, you know, I don't love just calling ISOs, but depending on who's guarding Maxey, just, you know, give him the ball, let him cook, man. Give him the ball, let him cook. Joel Embiid, again, just been a struggle, man. Been a struggle for Embiid tonight. Just 1 of 8 from the field. This is kind of the area of the game where the Sixers need him to get it going. And I wouldn't say he looks out of shape or he looks, you know, awful. The shots just aren't falling. And he's definitely not being as aggressive, especially in the post, as he usually is. Hasn't made a single one of his threes. And that's really the, you know, the notable stats up to this point. Sixers as a whole here, they were shooting better from 3 early on, but, you know, one of the keys to this game was, can they shoot that ball from behind the arc? And really so far they have not been able to. Just 29% from 3. 8 of 27. Not a good 3-point shooting team last year. We said they need to be better this year. They have not. Sam Hauser at the free throw line. Will knock down the first of his 2 free throws. Pushes the lead back to double digits. LN. Let's go Sixers. We can do this. This game is far from over, guys. This game is far from over. And as JCM Soto says, damn, this third quarter, it sucked. Certainly has. Sixers now down 11 again after that made free throw by Sam Hauser, but plenty of time to get back into this game. VJ Edgecombe gets downhill. Jabari Walker, wide open 3, top of the key. That's short, and that's going to be a foul on the Celtics. Josh Minot holding Adem Bona. Good hustle by Bona going for the offensive rebound. That'll keep the ball here with Philadelphia. Fouls on Minot. Chris Boucher comes into the game, entering for Sam Hauser. Sixers running with VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre, Jabari Walker, and Adem Bona. Great pass from Grimes to Oubre, who made a great cut, got wide open underneath the basket. Shot was blocked by Namias Queta, but they're going to call a foul on Queta. Got him on the body, I think. He's not happy about it. Will the Celtics challenge this? They're not going to challenge it, so Kelly Oubre to the line will shoot 2. And first free throw rattles, and it goes in for Oubre. Kende, it's okay. They can come back. Absolutely. Again, this game is far from over. Far, far, far from over. Second free throw, no good for Oubre. It's going to be a foul on Adem Bona trying to get the offensive rebound. Another missed free throw for the Sixers here. Nick Nurse isn't happy about this foul. He's confused. Let's see this replay here. I didn't see what happened. I mean, yeah, Bona kind of threw down Chris Boucher. A little bit of a weak foul, but maybe a little bit of a flop. So they are going to count the free throw. They're going to count the free throw, but now the Celtics and Chris Boucher will shoot free throws as the Celtics are in the bonus. And Boucher is going to knock down both free throws. Celtics lead is right back to 11. Just over 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Sixers had the lead at halftime. Has gotten away from them this third quarter. VJ Edgecombe drives in, finds Oubre in the corner. He doesn't want to take the 3. 5 seconds left. Oubre isolating, finds Grimes. He'll drive in. Kick out to an open Edgecombe. Corner three. VJ Edgecombe again from behind the arc with a big-time shot. I've been so impressed by the Sixers rookie here tonight. VJ up to 23 points on 9 of 17 from the field. Celtics on the other end. A Chris Boucher three is no good. VJ out and running in the open floor. Finds Oubre. Lobs it up to VJ Edgecombe, who skies in for the dunk. And the Sixers back within 6. What a pass from Oubre. What a finish from the rookie. Now Pritchard, crossover, gets in the paint. Kicks out to Simons. Back to Pritchard, guarded by Walker. Walker moving his feet well. Good defense here. But it's going to foul Pritchard as he got a little bit off balance here. Look at this lob from Kelly Oubre to VJ Edgecombe. Just fantastic on both ends, really. Running the floor hard for both of these players. And a perfect pass from Oubre to Edgecombe. Sixers back within 6. Kevin Flores, I need those mofos to come back. I got 4K on the line. They're going to do it. They're going to do it, Kelvin. They're going to do it, Kelvin. Pritchard will go to the line as the Celtics win the bonus. He'll knock down the first free throw. And he'll knock down the second. So 2 free throws good for Pritchard. Lead back up to 8 for Boston. But the Sixers getting a little bit of juice back going here. Getting a little bit of juice back going here. VJ drives in. He'll put up a floater. That's no good, but he gets his own rebound. Oh, he had it for a second, but falls out of his hands. Goes to Chris Boucher. Now Pritchard, screen, drives by Bona. Shoulder into him. Gets to that little mid-range step back. Good shot there from Pritchard. Lead back to 10. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. Quentin Grimes tries to take Pritchard off the dribble. Good defense there. Kicks it back out to VJ. Another open three for Edgecombe is no good. That went off the mark here. Now approaching 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Pritchard again trying to go isolation. Step back three over Kelly Oubre. That's well short. Jabari Walker fighting for the rebound. This should be a foul on Boston. And they're going to call it on the Sixers. Really? They're going to call a foul on the Sixers. I think that's actually, it says on Bona here. I think that's on Jabari Walker. I disagree. They were both fighting for the rebound. Regardless, that's the call on the floor. Foul on the Sixers. Keita will go to the line to shoot 2. LN, lucky black jersey. I got it on. Thought it could help this team. As Keita misses the first free throw. Misses the first free throw there. SDN1. And MFers. Crazy peas of games. Team Celtics. Boo. Second free throw is good for Keita, so that pushes the Celtics lead back up to 11. It's kind of been hovering around this 11 mark. Sixers have not been able to really get back within a threatening range here. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 11 to go on the shot clock. VJ Edgecombe has it up top. 7 to shoot. Back to Grimes. Look at a screen from Maxey. Back to Edgecombe. Good defense by the Celtics and a bailout foul. Bad foul by Josh Minot reaching in on VJ Edgecombe. There was just 3 seconds left to shoot on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Nothing doing for them, but bad foul by Minot. I think he actually got that clean. The Celtics aren't going to waste their challenge. So shot clock unplugged. 5 to shoot. Maxey going ISO. Kicks to VJ Edgecombe. Tries to drive by Minot. Spin fadeaway jumper. Leaves it short. He's mad at himself that he missed that. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Sixers down by 11. Entering the fourth after a rough third quarter there for Philadelphia. All right. We are headed to the fourth quarter. We have a tradition here on 76ers now as we enter the fourth quarter. I need everybody. 237 people watching live. I need everybody to type those 4s in the chat. It's fourth quarter time. Can the Sixers make a comeback here? They need Embiid to get going. Maxey, Edgecombe, can they keep cooking? But, man, that was a rough third quarter for Philadelphia. Let's see. Sixers got outscored 35-18 in that third quarter, after outscoring Boston 31-23 in the second. And, you know, like, the Sixers are shooting about the same as the Celtics right now, but Celtics out-rebounding the Sixers by 2. Problem has been the turnovers, man. Sixers have 13 turnovers to Boston's 7. That's just not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done. Celtics have gotten to the line now. They are 19-22 from the free throw line, after the Sixers had a huge advantage from the free throw line early. All right, get in the chat. Type those 4s. I'm giving shout-outs to everyone typing those 4s. Look at this. SGX. Kende. Shout out my mom, my dad in the chat. Moth8770. Typing those 4s. SD bruv. I need Embiid. I would say Embiid needs paint touches, but why? They do need to give Embiid the ball more, man. But he seems kind of tentative. Real dream changers, or real dreamers change the world, typing those 4s. LN in the chat. Julian Mackinson, bunch of real ones. Chris, Bona fouls a lot. Yes, he does. It's been a problem since he's been in college. Thanks. Sixers always struggle in the second half for some reason. Do you put that on Nick Nurse? It's kind of been a constant, but it's also been a problem for this team before Nick Nurse was here. IBH Talks, typing those 4s as the fourth quarter is officially underway. No good in the shot there for Boston. Sixers take it back the other way. Maxey out to Embiid, who gives it right back to Maxey. And Joel gets run over by Jaylen Brown on the screen. So that'll be a foul on Boston. It was Xavier Tillman with a missed three-pointer for Boston. I'll live with Xavier Tillman threes all night long. Celtics make a quick sub. Start this fourth quarter. Chris Boucher leaves. Sam Hauser replaces him. Foul on Jaylen Brown. Embiid gets an open 3, top of the key. Unable to get that one to go. Anthony Simons with a rebound. Kicks ahead to Derek White. Celtics now running. White finds Jaylen Brown. He had an open corner 3. Didn't want to take it. Good close-up by Maxey. And they're going to call a... they're going to call a ticky-tack foul on Tyrese Maxey guarding Jaylen Brown in the corner. That's 5 now on Tyrese Maxey. Such a dumb foul. I mean, I guess he reached in a little bit, but not a good way to get your 5th foul here if you're Tyrese Maxey. Jaylen Brown left wide open for 2. I don't know who was supposed to be guarding him. Nobody guarded Jaylen Brown. He took an easy wide open mid-range jumper. Sixers now down by 13, their largest deficit of the game. Can they fight here? Will they wither away? Kelly Oubre finds Embiid. Takes the handoff to Maxey. Now gives it back to Oubre, who's fouled by Sam Hauser. That'll be a blocking foul there. Moth. Will Paul George be our starting power forward? When he gets back healthy, I imagine so. SD. Jaylen Brown ends up on Embiid, and he passes and sets screens. Doesn't make sense to me, man. Jaylen Brown's been guarding him for a large majority of the night. Now, Xavier Tillman's on him right now, but he hasn't been aggressive. Maxey off the Embiid screen. He'll pull up from 3, and Maxey gets the three-pointer to go. And then just like that, the C's part as Jaylen Brown sprints down the other end and gets a 2-pointer to go. So Maxey got a deep 3 to go. Maxey, step back, another 3. Another 3's good. Tyrese Maxey, back-to-back 3s. Sixers back within 9. Tyrese Maxey says, I got us. I'll do it myself. But Jaylen Brown drives in. Floater is blocked by Embiid. And off Boston, Sixers ball. So some quick back and forth action here. But Maxey with a couple back-to-back threes. Embiid with a block on Jaylen Brown. Sixers take it over. Down 9. Maxey, another three. Good! Tyrese Maxey, 3 straight threes. Sixers back within 6. Let's go! Maxey said, I got us. Now we need good defense here. Jaylen Brown gets the screen. Wide open midi off the screen is good for Jaylen Brown, who's heating up in this fourth quarter. Maxey with the ball again. You know he wants to take another one. Embiid gives it to Grimes. Maxey gets the screen from Embiid. Step back 3. Maxey again. No good on that one. Jabari Walker fighting for the offensive rebound, but it goes to Boston. Tough shot for Maxey. You can tell it was a heat check. Simons drives right past Quentin Grimes. Bad defense by Grimes. He'll dunk it for 2. And just like that, Sixers made a little bit of a run. A couple Tyrese Maxey threes got him within 6, but now they're right back down 10. Timeout Sixers after the Anthony Simons dunk. And just like that, Sixers are right back down 10. Man, Maxey went crazy in that little stretch there. Back-to-back-to-back threes to cut the lead to 6. But Sixers unable to put together some good defensive stretches here. All right, fourth quarter time. Break in the action as the Sixers take a timeout. We will take this time to tell you guys about our sponsor here for our watch party, and that is DraftKings. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Shout out to DraftKings once again for sponsoring today's show. My picks tonight, I had Sixers money line. They're down 10. They're going to have to catch up a little bit in that regard. I took Tyrese Maxey, 25 plus points. Maxey is up to 34, so he has well past that. I took Jaylen Embiid, 5 plus assists. He's only at 2. So we need the Sixers win and some more Embiid assists. And we can cash out on that parlay I put down on DraftKings. Sign up using code SixersChat. You get some great perks. Bet $5. And you can get 3 months of League Pass and $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring today's show. All right, here's what I need from everybody. 9 minutes left to go in the game. 235 people watching live. I need the chat to get active. I need the chat to get active like you're at the game and you're making some noise. If you want the Sixers to beat the Celtics, type those S's in the chat, just like SGX is right now. And a dumb foul by Jaylen Brown on VJ Edgecombe in the backcourt. So Sixers will take the ball out once again. I see Kende typing those S's. Fang saying, woo! Mac in the chat as we're back in action. Maxey drives in on Hauser. Shot's no good. Rebound, though, goes to Barlow. VJ Edgecombe for 3. Knocking down another one for the rookie. What a night he's having. And what a big shot to pull the Sixers back within 7. And now Maxey steals the pass. Wow, great defense by Simons after Maxey stole the pass intended for Simons. Maxey was on the fast break. Tough to stop Maxey once he gets going on the fast break. But good defense by Simons to get 2 hands on the basketball. Knock it out of bounds. Ball will remain with Philadelphia. Sixers down 7. Maxey inbounds it to Edgecombe. Guarded closely by Simons. He'll kick it to Jabari Walker, who gives it right back to him. Now Walker will come back and set the screen. Edgecombe. Good hesitation move. Corner to Barlow. Extra pass to Quentin Grimes. And Grimes is good from downtown. Quentin Grimes for 3. Sixers back within 4. Let's go! Now a kick ball here on the Sixers. Keep fighting. Lock it in. Great response from this Sixers team. And VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, man, really keeping this team in the game. And a big shot by Quentin Grimes, of course, as well. 8 minutes to play. Celtics ball up 4. Jaylen Brown drives in, finds an open Derek White for 3. Derek White bricks it. Rebound goes to Barlow. On the floor for Philadelphia. Edgecombe drives in. Layup is good for VJ Edgecombe. Sixers within 2. Timeout, Celtics. Let's go. What a comeback by the Sixers team to not just wither away late in this game. Fang says it. They need a timeout. Wow. What a furious run here by the Sixers to get this game within 2. Who's hype in the chat? Let's go. Make some noise. And they're making this run without Joel Embiid on the floor, funny enough, as SD is pointing out. Dude, VJ Edgecombe. Win or lose, what a special performance for him tonight in his NBA debut. 30 points for the Sixers' 3rd overall pick. 12 of 23 from the floor. 5 of 12 from 3. That's good enough for 41% to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. What more can you say about this kid, man? Ready for the moment. Ready for the moment. And just looks so comfortable attacking the basket, knocking down open threes, making the right decisions. He has been so much better offensively than I think any of us could have hoped for in his NBA debut. And him paired with Maxey, 64 points between the two of these guys. Maxey and VJ combining for 64 points. Maxey himself has 34. 7 of 9 from 3. Are you kidding me? Talk about efficiency. Nearly 80% from behind the arc. Sixers back within 2. Come on! Kelvin, I'm hyped. I'm hyped too, man. They could have easily just let this game get away from them. They didn't. And now they're back within 2. Type those PHIs in the chat if you're hyped with me. Let's go! Boston thought the Sixers were just going to go away. Not this year. Under 8 minutes to go. It's winning time, baby. Type those PHIs. Homie, bruh, typing PHI. SGX. My mom in the chat typing those PHIs. Fang says, keep doing this, Philly. Let's go. Let's go. It's the jersey. I said I had to put the jersey on. And Maxey has been so phenomenal tonight, man. That's the story of the night. It's Tyrese Maxey. It's VJ Edgecombe, man. Man, I got to tweet this out. This Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe duo is scary already. All right, Celtics with the ball, holding on to a 2-point lead, but they are reeling. Derek White has it up top. He'll find Jaylen Brown, who drives in against Jabari Walker. That should be a charge. No, the refs aren't making a call. They're talking it over. It should be a blocking foul. Jabari Walker's feet were inside the restricted zone. But the refs are still talking about this. Scott Foster, the lead official of this crew. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Jaylen Brown. Definitely a bad call, but we'll take it, baby. That's going the other way. Sixers ball. That's a charge. Joe Mazzulla is heated, and he'll take a timeout to challenge this call. Yeah, he's going to win this challenge. Unfortunately, Jabari Walker's feet were inside the restricted area. So this is going to get overturned. Damn. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But it's the right call. It's the right call. I can't complain too much about it. So Jaylen Brown's going to get 2 free throws when we return. Shout out to Big EA, the gamer. Is that how you say that on Twitter? If that's you in the chat right now, let me know. Liking a couple of my tweets. Shout out. Shout out. And my homie Brody, my homeboy Russ as well. That's funny. Man, the Clippers getting spanked by the Jazz right now. A reminder, we are running some deals tonight. If you want to send in a super chat, we really do appreciate it. If you want to go that extra step to support the channel, it really does mean a lot to me and us here at Chat Sports. It's basically, it's kind of like tipping your waiter here, as the call will get overturned. All super chats, I'll give you a cheers. Any amount, any dollar amount, I'll give you a cheers. And I will show your super chat up on screen, so your name, your message, your profile picture can be shown on screen. If you send in a $10 super chat, I'll put you in the 76ers Now Hall of Fame, and I will keep a list. And throughout the year, on our shows throughout the year, I will shout out everybody in that Hall of Fame for being a real one. And $20, I got a beer bong next to me. Send in a $20 super chat, I'm doing a beer bong. The challenge was successful by Boston, so the call will be overturned. And Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 free throws. First one is good for Jaylen Brown. So Celtics will retain their timeout and their challenge. That's the right call. Second free throw is up and good. So Celtics now back up by 4, under 8 to play in this fourth quarter. VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, Jabari Walker, Dominic Barlow, Quentin Grimes out there for the Sixers. Kind of sloppy offense here for Philadelphia. 7 seconds to shoot. Edgecombe gets it from Maxey. 5 to shoot. He's got to pull a deep 3. That won't fall. Rebound goes to Boston. Jaylen Brown sprinting down the court the other way. Good job to wall him off, but the Celtics swing it around. And once again, Dominic Barlow gets caught jumping at a pump fake of Derek White. I think they're going to call this one on the floor. I'm not going to lie. It seems like Derek White went out of his natural shooting motion. Okay, so it's a foul, but it shouldn't be a shooting foul. And it won't be. They'll call it on the floor. Already 4 fouls on the Sixers in this fourth quarter. Not good. Celtics will be shooting free throws relatively soon. Jaylen Brown drives in. Good defense by Dominic Barlow. Shot no good, and a tough rebound by Jabari Walker. Kicks it ahead to Maxey. Celtics get back, but Maxey will push the pace anyways. Maxey gets it in the corner. He'll drive in. And layup is good for Maxey, who's mad he didn't get the foul call. Good shot by Maxey for 2 there. Brings the Sixers back within 2. 6.5 left to go in this final quarter. Derek White up top, guarded by Maxey. He'll take a deep three. What a shot by Derek White. What a shot by Derek White. Just pulled it over Maxey. Jabari Walker ahead with it. Looking for somewhere to go with the ball. He'll get it to Maxey, guarded by Pritchard. He'll get the screen. Maxey now guarded by Jaylen Brown. Kicks it to Grimes. Gets an open look. Wow. Grimes got an open look. Got some space against Simons. Airballed the shot. And ball will go back to Boston. 5-point lead with 6 minutes to go. This is crunch time right here. Of note, no Joel Embiid on the floor. Is he done for the game? Very well could be. And now a pick and roll. Derek White finds a wide open Neemias Queta. Just bad communication on the pick and roll there by Philadelphia. Queta dunks it home. Boston goes back up by 7. Timeout Sixers. Grimes hasn't been very good tonight. It's really only been VJ and Maxey who have 60 plus of the Sixers' 94 points. Barlow and Jabari Walker have been good. This team could really use Jared McCain right now, I'm not going to lie. Can they take Grimes out? You might have to, man. The lineup I'd close this game with right now, I would have Barlow in there with Maxey and VJ. Kelly Oubre's been a nothing on offense so far. I would just put Embiid back in the game, even though he's been pretty bad. And then, man, I mean, do you run Barlow and Walker? I don't think you have enough shooting if you do that. But the Sixers don't really have anyone else that can shoot the ball effectively. I'm not throwing Eric Gordon in the game right now. Justin Edwards hasn't seen the floor. Grimes might be your best option. And you got to hope he can knock down some threes. He did knock down one earlier. All right, under 6 minutes to go. We're entering crunch time. Sub for Sixers dubs. We surpassed 24,000 subscribers here tonight. 300 people now hanging out here with us. Hit that sub button. Join us for more Sixers coverage all year long. And we had a saying here, sub for dubs. If you want the Sixers to win, hit that sub button, baby. Marco, what happened to Embiid? Nothing. He was on a minutes restriction coming in, and he hasn't been very good tonight, and the Sixers just have not had him out there on the floor. We knew he was on a minute restriction coming in. Might just be done. Grimes cross court to VJ Edgecombe. Drives in on Derek White. He'll pull up mid-range two-pointer in the paint is good for VJ Edgecombe. So impressive. So poised. Looks like a veteran. VJ Edgecombe up to 32 points. Sixers back within 5. Pritchard finds Jaylen Brown in the corner. Drives by Barlow. Uses his strength to get the shot up. Barlow blocked the shot. I thought he got it cleanly. And Barlow got hit in the face. And they're calling the foul on Barlow. So Jaylen Brown puts a shoulder into him. That's a tough call, man. That is bullshit. Jaylen Brown created all the contact on that drive. Hit Barlow in the face. And Jaylen Brown gets the call because he's Jaylen Brown and Dominic Barlow is not on his level. Unbelievable. Type BS in the chat. That's unreal. Bad call. Type BS in the chat. F the refs. First free throw is good for Jaylen Brown. Unbelievable. Jaylen Brown's second free throw is good. By the way, VJ Edgecombe has set a new Sixers franchise record for most points in an NBA debut, surpassing the 30-point game by AI in his debut against the Bucks in 1996. That's just legendary stuff. But Sixers do remain down 7 in this one. Maxey finds VJ. VJ drives in. Layup again. Wild shots, no good, but a great offensive rebound by Jabari Walker, who puts it up and in for 2. That's the hustle of Jabari Walker. That's why you have him out there. That's why you brought him in on a two-way deal. But poor defense from Walker on the ensuing possession lets Queta get open on the screen and roll, and an easy layup for 2 for Queta. Sixers right back down by 7. Now Maxey splits the defense. He'll drive in. Layup. No good, but there's Dominic Barlow with the putback dunk. Big plays from the Sixers two-way players here tonight. Sixers within 5. Play some defense! Approaching 4 minutes to play. Jaylen Brown isolated on the left wing against Maxey. Jaylen Brown drives in, mid-range, fakes the shot. Dominic Barlow came up to help contest Jaylen Brown, left Keita wide open underneath the basket. Jaylen Brown makes a great pass. Keita dunks the ball. Sixers right back down 7. And then Quentin Grimes throws the ball away. He thought that Dominic Barlow was going to stay out on the three-point line. He didn't. Barlow cut in. Miscommunication between the two new teammates. Quentin Grimes turns the ball over. That's awful, man. I'm not sure who that's on. It's miscommunication. Obviously, Grimes wanted Barlow to stay out there. Barlow, not a great three-point shooter, wanted to cut in for the dunk. Not on the same page. Now Derek White drives in, throws a lob to Keita, who finishes over Barlow. Sixers back down 9. Not looking good for Philadelphia. Grimes, corner, 3, good! Quentin Grimes knocking down the contested corner 3 off the pass from Maxey, making up for that bad pass. Big time shot from Grimes. Sixers back within 6. The Celtics keep going to the screen and roll with Keita down the stretch. Now Maxey on Brown. Oubre switches on to him. Derek White isolated against Maxey. Deep 3. I think Maxey got a piece of that. That'll be an air ball. Sixers going back the other way. Quentin Grimes dogged in the backcourt. Finds Barlow. He'll drive in on Jaylen Brown. He makes the layup and he's fouled. Dominic Barlow and 1. The Celtics tried to trap the ball at half court. Tried to trap Grimes. Grimes was able to find the cutting Barlow, who finished over the outstretched arms of Jaylen Brown, the hoop, and the harm. Going to the line for one more. Dominic mother effing Barlow can't hit the free throw. Oh, Sixers stay down 4. That's a big missed free throw there for Barlow. Jaylen Brown guarded by Kelly Oubre. Gives it to Keita. Keita, handoff to Pritchard. And that's going the other way. Illegal screen on Namias Keita, who just knocked VJ Edgecombe to the floor on this moving screen. Clearly extended the hip right into the side of VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe draws the foul. That's 5 on Namias Keita, and it's Sixers basketball. Sixers down 4, 2.5 to play. Maxey isolated against Anthony Simons. Good defense by Simons. Maxey now in the corner guarded by Derek White. Out to Barlow. Dominic Barlow for 3. That's not his game. That's off. They left him open for a reason. Barlow couldn't knock it down. Now Jaylen Brown the other way. Guarded by Kelly Oubre. Wide open Derek White in the corner. He misses. Oubre can't corral the rebound. It's tipped around. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Derek White. Oubre fighting for the rebound. Tipped it up in the air. Derek White came after it. And Derek White got a piece of Kelly Oubre's left wrist. Sixers are in the bonus, so this will send Kelly Oubre to the line for 2 free throws. These are huge. These are huge, Kelly. You haven't been good tonight, but can you come through clutch? Oubre, first free throw. Butter. Sixers now down 3. 2:10 left to play. 2 timeouts left for each squad. Both the Sixers and the Celtics are in the bonus. Oubre, second free throw. Perfect. Sixers down 2. 2 minutes left to play. Joel Embiid has not been back in this game in quite a while. Looks like his night is done with just 4 points. Under 2 minutes to go. Jaylen Brown working against Grimes at the elbow. Spin, floater, layup is good. Decent defense by Grimes. Better offense by Jaylen Brown. Celtics back up 4. Maxey gets the screen. He'll put up a layup. He's fouled by Queta. That'll be Queta's 6th foul. He'll foul out, and Maxey will go to the line to shoot 2. Getting downhill, turning that corner just too fast for Neemias Queta. Off the screen. This play by Jaylen Brown, just backing down Quentin Grimes, who is not strong enough to guard Brown there. Of course, Jaylen Brown, former Finals MVP, NBA champion. Working as the star of this Celtics team with no Jayson Tatum for the foreseeable future. The foul goes on Queta. Queta fouls out. Maxey to the line. Maxey knocks down the first free throw. Anthony Simons leaves the game for Boston. Simons is replaced by Hauser. Queta is replaced by Xavier Tillman. Sixers on the floor now. Going with the same lineup of Maxey, Grimes, Oubre, Barlow, and Jabari Walker. Maxey's second free throw is also good. Back to a 2-point game. Sub for Sixers dubs. Hit that sub button. Let's win this game. Derek White, guarded by Grimes, gets the screen. They switch. Grimes now switches on to Jaylen Brown, who pump fakes. Good job by Grimes to stay connected. Shot by Jaylen Brown in the mid-range is no good. Sixers ball, down 2. Maxey, screen from Barlow. He gets doubled. Finds Oubre. Corner 3. Good! Kelly Oubre from the corner. The biggest shot of the night. Sixers take the 1-point lead. And it's going the other way. Offensive foul on Boston. Sixers, get the ball back. Sam Hauser with a dumb foul, and Maxey now brings it up the floor. Sixers up 1. 1 minute left to go. What a comeback here for Philadelphia. Barlow out to Edgecombe. Grimes pump fakes a corner 3. Drives in, reverse layup. No good, but they're going to call a foul on the drive. Oubre followed the missed layup by Grimes with a dunk, but they called a foul first on the Grimes layup, who pump faked a corner 3, got right by Jaylen Brown, was fouled by Tillman. Grimes holding his elbow a little bit here. Two massive free throws for Quentin Grimes. Knock these down, QG. Show the Sixers why they got to keep you around. First free throw, Grimes, no good. Grimes misses the first. And you wanted $20 million a year? Under a minute to play. Grimes, second free throw. He makes a second. Sixers go up by 2. Under a minute to play. Celtics with 2 timeouts. They will not take one here. Edgecombe guarding Pritchard. Over to Simons. Maxey picks him up. He'll get the screen from Jaylen Brown. Oubre. Oh, no! Oubre went for the steal on the pass. On the screen and roll. I thought he stole it. Oh, that's an awful call! They called a kick ball, but Oubre hit it with his hand! Come on, man! That's bad! That would have been a Sixers turnover and 3 points. Instead, Boston takes control. 8 seconds to shoot. Jaylen Brown guarded closely by Grimes. Loses it. Gets by Grimes. Layup! No good. Offensive rebound. Tillman short arms the putback. VJ Edgecombe gets the rebound. And they're going to call a jump ball. This is nuts. Oh, my God. So Jaylen Brown, really good defense by Grimes. Forced up a bad shot that was contested by Barlow. The offensive rebound went to Xavier Tillman, who just alligator-armed the hook shot. VJ Edgecombe flying in for a massive rebound. But Peyton Pritchard was able to get his hands on it, and they'll jump. You think VJ Edgecombe should win this jump ball here against Peyton Pritchard. This is big. If the Sixers get this, Boston has to foul. Sub for Sixers dubs. Let's go. So Pritchard and VJ Edgecombe will jump this one up. Massive jump ball situation here. Scott Foster will throw it up. VJ wins the tip, gets it to Grimes. And Nick Nurse will call a timeout. Smart timeout here by Nick Nurse as Grimes got the ball trapped in the backcourt in the corner. So now under 24 seconds remaining, the shot clock will be unplugged. Sixers holding on to a 2-point lead. Boston's going to have to foul, so it's going to come down to free throws now for the Sixers. Sub for Sixers, Dubs! Philadelphia was down by as much as like 13 in this ball game. It wasn't looking good in that third quarter, but they fight back in the fourth. And they have a chance now to come out victorious in this one. Just make some free throws, baby. Just make some free throws. That's it. That's it. You got to get this ball inbounded first and foremost. Get this ball inbounded first and foremost. Sixers have missed some free throws tonight. I'm getting this ball in the hands of Tyrese Maxey if I can. Boston will have to foul. They could go for a steal right away, then foul afterwards, but they do need to foul at some point quickly here. So this is going to come down to making a good pass on the inbounds and then hitting some free throws if you're Philadelphia. On the court for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Dominic Barlow with Kelly Oubre inbounding the ball. The Sixers bunch up at the free throw line. Oubre with a pass to Maxey. A little bit of a risky pass in the backcourt there. Peyton Pritchard was close, but Maxey went up and got it. He is fouled immediately by Pritchard. Maxey will go to the line to shoot two. Come on, Maxey. Come on, Maxey. Koliatis must be the shirt. It must be. I put the jersey on. They started coming back. Come on, Maxey. Knock these two down. 22 seconds remain. Maxey. He'll spin the ball. Puts up the first free throw and knocks it down. Sixers now up by 3. This is the big one. This is the big one for Maxey. A chance to put the Sixers up by 2 possessions. Maxey has 39 tonight. A chance for 40 here. Second free throw. Maxey, good. Boston will take a timeout as the Sixers go up by 4. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What a game. What a comeback. Led by Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe with no Joel Embiid in this one. The Sixers talked about having to play well without Embiid on the floor. They've honestly played better without him. Rough night for Embiid. But the focus right now is on Maxey, on VJ Edgecombe, who set a franchise record for points in a 76ers debut, passing Allen Iverson's record of 30 back in 1996. Maxey with a 40-piece. John says, VJ Rookie of the Year starts now. Yes, it does, baby. Yes, it does. Sub for Sixers Dubs. This one is not over. This one is not over. Sub for Dubs. We surpassed 24,000 subscribers here tonight. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. To the moon. And let's beat Boston. F Boston. Close it out. 22 seconds. Sixers could foul, but I wouldn't. They get it into Jaylen Brown. Fadeaway 3. No good. Rebound goes to the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard gets a good look and knocks down a 3. Offensive rebound for Boston. Peyton Pritchard got open off the offensive rebound, knocks down the 3. Sixers lead us down to 1. Sixers get the ball in quickly to VJ Edgecombe, who's fouled immediately by Anthony Simons. What a clutch offensive rebound here. It was Kelly Oubre who was unable to box out the bigger Xavier Tillman. And once he got the offensive rebound, it was a scramble drill for the Sixers defense. And nobody found the deadliest three-point shooter on the court in Peyton Pritchard. He knocked it down. VJ Edgecombe, 32 points tonight, has a chance to put this team up by more at the line. Big-time free throws for the rookie. First one is up and good for VJ Edgecombe. Huge. Huge for the third overall pick. Sixers up 2, 14 seconds left. One timeout left for each team. VJ Edgecombe, second free throw is pure. Celtics will not call a timeout. Sixers up by 3. Pritchard, crossover. He'll take the layup. VJ Edgecombe will give him the 2. So Sixers now up 117 to 116 with 9 seconds. Sixers inbound the ball. And Nick Nurse and the Sixers will call a timeout with 9 seconds left to go with the Sixers up by 1. That is Philadelphia's final timeout. Boston also has 1 remaining. 533 people watching live. Be sure to hit that sub button, baby. Be sure to hit that sub button. Watch parties, videos, all year long. Sixers news, rumors, analysis, a whole lot more. Breaking down these games. We do it all. Lock us in. Hit that sub button. And let's win the damn game. Most importantly, win the damn game. Smart timeout here for Nick Nurse. Smart timeout here for Nurse. But they don't have any more remaining, so they got to get the ball in here. Woo! What a game. What a night we have had on opening night here for the Sixers. Some great individual performances. Some fight out of this team that we haven't seen really in a long time. And now it'll come down to this. Sixers up 1. 9 seconds left. They need to get the ball inbounded, ideally to Tyrese Maxey. Get it in clean. Knock down some free throws. Ball advances. Past half court to the Sixers side. They can go behind half court to get this ball. You know they're looking for Maxey. Sixers bunch up in a similar formation. Oubre can't find anybody. Gets it into VJ. That was close. The Celtics nearly got the jump ball on VJ. A sketchy pass from Oubre, but it gets right in there to VJ Edgecombe, who will go back to the line now to shoot 2 more. Just knocked down 2 big free throws. Can the rookie do it again? He's had a career night, a franchise night, record-setting night for the third overall pick. He has 34. Can he get 2 more? And VJ Edgecombe misses the first free throw. VJ Edgecombe misses the first free throw. Celtics will have a chance to win this game. 1 more for VJ with the Sixers up 1. This one's big. Got to make this one to go up 2 at the very least. Edgecombe. Second free throw. He missed both. VJ Edgecombe has been so good all night long. So good all night long. But misses 2 huge free throws. And the Celtics now will have a chance to win this game. They call their final timeout. They'll have 8 seconds left. What kind of defensive lineup does Nick Nurse go with here? Sixers holding on to a 1-point lead. 7.8 on the game clock. Boston will go with Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Anthony Simon, Sam Hauser, and Jaylen Brown. A small lineup, all threats to knock down a shot from behind the arc. Sixers will go. Let's see who the Sixers send out here. It'll be VJ Edgecombe. I saw Dominic Barlow, Quentin Grimes. VJ Edgecombe, Dominic Barlow, Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre, Tyrese Maxey, the same 5 that have been on the floor. Celtics line up in a football formation behind half court. Derek White inbounds it to Pritchard. Pritchard drives in on Grimes. Grimes with great defense on Pritchard. Throws up a wild shot. Rebounded by Oubre. A wild shot off balance by Pritchard. Trying to drive by Quentin Grimes. Beautiful defense by Grimes to not fall for the pump fakes. Getting a good contest, but it's Boston ball with 1.6 left. Boston will have a shot still. Celtics to inbound. Pritchard puts up a shot from the baseline. It's off! It's off! It's over! The Sixers win! The Sixers storm back in the fourth quarter to take down the Boston Celtics in the season opener. Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe with some huge performances. And the Sixers win! Let's go! Sixers take down the Celtics in Boston to open the season. Some great defense on this final possession. A couple tough shots taken by Peyton Pritchard. And Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, star in a big-time win to open the season for this Sixers squad. 1-0. Type those W's in the chat. And they won it on the defensive side of the ball. Who would have thought? Type those W's in the chat. Come on, man. And look who it is. Send it in the $2. It's Jace. Jace. Send it in the 2. What a win. What a backcourt. This is the backcourt of the future, man. What an exciting time to be a Sixers fan. With Maxey and Edgecombe just both having tremendous games. Shout out to Chase, the man himself. What up, senior? Says Fang. What a win. What a backcourt. A special performance from this backcourt, man. Wow, wow, wow. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. I did a few watch parties last year. I probably only like 5 or 6 last year. Maybe like 6 or 7. I don't know. Something in there. And I don't know if they won a single game that I did a watch party for. This might be the first one they've won. Now, they did win 2 years ago. We did some playoff watch parties against the Knicks, and they won a couple of those games. But, man, what a great win to start this season, man. What a great win to start the season. I'm sorry, Ali. I had to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Come on! R. Wilson, stomp your feet. Everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. There it is, baby. What a good win to start the season off against the Celtics. And, of course, here come the haters. John F. Kennedy in the chat. Y'all aren't special for beating the Celtics without Tatum, Drew, Porzingis, Al Horford, and Cornette. Celtics would have cooked y'all. Well, newsflash. Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Al Horford, and Cornette are not on the team, so they're not coming to save you this year. They're not coming to save you this year. Tatum might come back, maybe, by the end of the year. But I don't know what you're trying to say. They're not on your team anymore. You let them all leave because your team wanted to save money. Congrats on the salary cap relief, Celtics fans. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. W, baby, let's go. My dad sent in a $10 super chat. Hey, we're up to $62 in supers. Can we get to 100 tonight, man? Can we get to $100 in super chats tonight? What a win. It's the jersey. Yes, it is. Put on the Maxey jersey. Had to get it. He said before the game that the Sixers were going to win 70 games, 69 more. That's it. That's what I'm saying, outsource Kings. He's saying players that aren't even on the team anymore. It'd be different if they were all hurt and they had some reinforcements on the way. They're not even on the squad anymore. Living in the past, buddy. That championship is old. That championship is old. Get in with the new. Like VJ Woo, VJ Edgecombe, man. VJ Edgecombe. R. Wilson, got my order in for one of those jerseys to become my permit, only one I'll buy. Who are you getting? What player, R. Wilson? Let's go, dude. Let's go. VJ, let's go through some of these numbers, man, because just truly tremendous stuff from the rookie. And VJ Edgecombe, like Maxey had better numbers, technically, with a 40 piece, but the rookie, man, just give it up. Type those VJs in the chat. Give it up. 3rd overall pick, comes in here to the Sixers team, starts day 1, and sets a Sixers franchise record for points in a 76ers debut, passing Allen Iverson. And the Sixers win without Joel Embiid really playing much at all, without Jared McCain, without Paul George. You shouldn't be allowed to root for VJ. Why? He is even better than I thought he could have been. And this is just game 1. 34 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds as well. 13 of 26 from the field. 5 of 13 from 3. You're right, Jaylen Brown. I did want Ace Bailey. And I could say I was wrong. Now, it's been 1 game, but VJ Edgecombe has been so good. And he's on my team. I'm going to support him, and man, what a game. I can't lie, I forgot about Paul George, dude. We don't need Paul George in this squad at all, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Also 5 of 13 from 3 for VJ, 38.5%. Nick Napier. Team played tough, never wavered. Joel got some minutes, didn't do a lot, but he has to get himself back into playing shape. I'm pumped. Absolutely. I'm not going to put too much stock into Joel Embiid's bad performance. You won this game after being down. You showed toughness. You showed fight. And let's go through some of these other performances, man, because VJ Edgecombe was great. Tyrese Maxey. I mean, what more can you say? I said Maxey coming into this year has to really show he is the guy, right? For the Sixers team to go where they want to go. Maxey has to be an all-NBA level player. And this was an all-NBA level performance by Tyrese Maxey. 40 points, 6 assists, 13 of 24 from the field, 7 of 9 from 3, cooking the Celtics all night long. But it wasn't just these two. It wasn't just these two. I want to give a big-time shout-out to Dominic Barlow. What a game for the Sixers' two-way pickup. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 of 8 from the field. Made such a big impact in this game. Grabbing offensive rebounds, getting to the free throw line, right? Playing within the flow of the offense. Doing the little things it takes to win these games. And that's what we said when the Sixers signed somebody like Barlow, who has size, has length, started tonight at the 4 for Philadelphia. Man. What more can I say about Barlow? A tremendous debut for him in a Sixers uniform, doing the things that the Sixers have needed someone like this to do for so long. And they haven't had somebody who can do that. He did that tonight, closed this game out along with Jabari Walker, the Sixers' other two-way player. In the stat line, 6 and 4, doesn't look great. He made some big plays in this game, grabbing some big-time hustle rebounds, some offensive rebounds, right? Just similar to Barlow, doing the little things you need to win games. Watching this team tonight gave me hope again. Man, low-key. Low-key. The Sixers overcome a 13-point fourth-quarter deficit. When's the last time we said something like that? Jaylen Brown. Now, you were 100% on Barlow and Walker. Good calls. I appreciate it. You know, everybody has their hits, has their misses. And Barlow and Walker, you know, we talked about it. Guys that were overlooked by the rest of the NBA that come in and get two-way deals for Philly. They're both fighting for this last roster spot for the Sixers, but they both get significant run in this game, and they both were tremendous. Give Dominic Barlow a contract tonight. Get him on a standard deal tonight. The Sixers do not win this game without him. They do not win this game without him. Now, do you want to talk briefly about Embiid before we hop on out of here? And look, Embiid hasn't played real basketball in a while. He looked pretty good against the Timberwolves in the preseason. That gave us some hope. But tonight, it was rough for him. He didn't play a whole lot either. Didn't look entirely comfortable. Look, he needs to get his feet back under him. He needs to get back to playing basketball shape. But low-key, the Sixers, again, kind of played better without him. Embiid only played 20 minutes tonight. Was 1-9 from the field, 0-4 from 3, 4.6 rebounds, 2 assists. And was a -16. Shout out to Quentin Grimes, who was actually a +18 in this game. Made some boneheaded plays, turned the ball over 5 times. But real quick on Embiid, I think he'll get back, to playing obviously much better than this. He's got to get his legs back under him, get back to playing real basketball again. He's had that surgery, back in March, April, and hadn't played any basketball until a couple of Fridays ago. So I think better things are to come for Embiid. But the fact that you win a game like this with Embiid really doing nothing at all, it's got to give you some confidence. Quentin Grimes, had an interesting game, right? 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 turnovers. Definitely some dumb turnovers. I think, Grimes hasn't been practicing with the team, right? He was holding out, wasn't practicing. So you can kind of see he doesn't have that chemistry with his team. But, that just kind of is how it goes there. I expect him to be better from that regard, with more ball handling responsibilities. But did make some big shots in this game and did have the best plus-minus on this Sixers team as a +18. Was in that game pretty much the entire time the Sixers made that big comeback. So shout out to Grimes as well. And, outside of that, we didn't see any Justin Edwards in this game. We honestly didn't see a lot of Adem Bono or Andre Drummond either. It was a lot of Jabari Walker and Dominic Barlow playing center. A lot of that. And if that's what the Sixers are, look, I think it's going to be a little bit more matchup dependent moving forward, right? The Celtics don't really, have a bunch of big bodies. They're also a smaller team with not a lot of great center depth. So, maybe against other teams that are starting other centers and have other backups that are bigger, and can do more down there. Maybe Bona or Drummond do get more run. But Barlow and Walker, the two-way players, were tremendous tonight. Tremendous tonight. All right. I'm going to put a 2-minute super chat shot clock on. Still 251 people watching. I'll hang out here as long as you guys want me to hang out, man, if we keep chopping it up. We keep chopping it up. What a win. All right. And shout out to everybody, man. We picked up nearly 100 subs here tonight. I can't wait to do more of these. That was a just electric season opener. Electric season opener. All right, 2-minute super chat shot clock is on. If you want me to stay live, someone send in a super chat in the next 2 minutes, and we will stay live on the show and chop it up. If not, it's cool. All good. What a night we had tonight, though, man. And what a win. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Guitar Guy, Robert Downs, Cheese Guy, Jonte Brown. Is this the first power forward the Sixers have that can rebound? It might be. Tobias Harris was never a great rebounder. He was here for the longest time. They really had nobody last year. Yeah. Dude. I told you to watch out for Dominic Barlow. I told you. Dude. Insane. He's the real deal. Franchise record for points in a debut. 34. I mean, dude, look at the efficiency, too. Insane. Yeah, he had those 3 threes back to back to back. Just crazy. Why is Peyton Pritchard taking those last 2 shots? That's that Kelly Oubre defense. Yeah, I couldn't even really hear. I was not planning on it. I was gonna do it tomorrow. I was gonna, cause I don't know about putting one out like late at night. Like I don't know how well it usually does. Cause it's already 10:25. What's up? 62. Yeah, I'll take that all day. 10 seconds left in the super chat shot clock. But yeah, I was planning to do it in the morning. But yeah, different story. You'll be in later. So like 600. Yeah, I'll take that all day. Let's see, 7:01 actually, late in that 4th quarter. Yeah, dude. I mean, huh? We'll keep that a secret. We'll keep that a secret. All right, 2 minutes super chat shot clock is up. Shout out to everybody who joined us here tonight. What a night it was. Over 14,000 views, $62 in super chats. Everybody in the chat. John Henson getting Katie to foul out was huge. It was. That was underrated, getting Xavier Tillman in that game. Although Tillman did grab that big offensive rebound at the end of the game. Robert Downs, VJ third on the all-time season starters points list. Nurse doing the best with what he has. Embiid's a joke from Satire R Us. There'll be better days ahead for him. But we won the game, and that's all that matters. Ready, Samedi. LJA with him, beat him over it. CBA. Oh, I got my hopes up again. Just happy we got some young guys who can play. Dude, you got to be happy with what VJ Edgecombe just did here tonight. Just tremendous stuff. Tremendous stuff. All right, we'll have a short go up on the show right after this, and then in the morning we'll have a video again kind of recapping everything. Take some time to, digest everything that happened here tonight and how great this backcourt was, man. They played, VJ Edgecombe played 42 minutes. Tyrese Maxey played 41. That's crazy. Sixers only played 8 guys in this game for real. Drummond played 3 minutes. So don't really count that. We didn't see Janai Broom tonight. No Kyle Lowry. No Eric Gordon. No Justin Edwards. Very interesting. No Justin Edwards. So it was really like Edgecombe, Maxey, Oubre, Barlow, and Grimes with a little bit of Walker in there. Bona played 15 minutes. Didn't really do much, honestly. He had 3 fouls. All right. We're going to sign off here. Appreciate everybody who tuned in to the show today. Can't wait to do more of these throughout the year. What a win. Sixers 1-0. Start the 2025 NBA season. I'll see you next time right here on the show. Peace out.